This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. Doors already open. Orange Cat's coming on for a visit, and here we go. David, welcome in. A little bit of a weird go, probably double notifications for you guys. I can't figure out what happened there. Can't really figure out. Can't understand exactly what happened to begin tonight's live stream. But that said, here we go. We're off and running, and hopefully getting this thing underway tonight. As I'm hoping anyway. I don't know. That was a weird start to this one. I canceled the stream, started the stream, and here we go. Everybody's in here. We've already lost Tim to start the stream, but he'll find his way back. As I need to ask him. Weird glitch to start off the stream. David, welcome in. Jordan, welcome in. Vincent, welcome in. Matt, welcome in. And David, welcome in. And rocking as well. So here we go. A couple of extra notifications. I'm sure we're up to 10 people already in the stream. Let's get this thing underway. We've got ourselves big news. James Neal back in the lineup this evening for our Edmonton Oilers. So that's what we need to know for sure to start off this game. Secondarily to that, 97 sitting at 94 points. James Neal back in. And the Oilers lineup tonight in the big Dallas go. Well, oh my goodness. Okay, this is not what you expect out of the Edmonton Oilers. As per Jack Michaels, I'll get you these lines right here, right now, because I like to save the lines to my computer to kind of show myself where this Oilers team has gone throughout the year. But my goodness, this is a little bit shocking, to be quite honest with you. To be actually absolutely honest with you. Oilers lines March 3rd. Alright, let me get these loaded up for you, and then I'll get back to the chat just quickly. Got to get these in, then we'll be good to go. Oilers lines, March 3rd, there they are, bing bang boom. And here we go. So you want to see those lines? Take the shock value as you will, my friends. It's a weird go tonight if you're the Edmonton Oilers getting in there. That is for sure. Let me pop out the chat for real this time. And then let's get this underway here tonight, shall we? Top line is nice. Yeah, you know what? Everything about this Edmonton Oilers team is nice. That is for sure. Get this going. So we've got Sam in here, we've got Shry in here, we've got Robert in here, and we've got Robert slow mode reminder. Yeah, the guys, I have no clue what that glitch was tonight, but that was enough to send a guy out to lunch, that is for sure. And David, welcome in. You're just checking in, that's all good. Jason, welcome in. And what else do we got? Thought Neil was in for Chason. Looks like Neil is in for Gaetan Os, which means Kara centers the fourth line, which is a really weird look. There's Kara hitting the ice right now. So it just is what it is. I've got no water, so well, as dry went 4 times back of the net, you get where I'm going with that one. Going in dry for this one tonight. And Montreal trying to get as many points as possible before the third period collapse. Oof, goodness sakes, wouldn't that be something? Here we go. TV's going to switch over to the Oilers official broadcast. And that's uploaded and we're good to go as, here we go. And first goal, Ennis, yeah, that's who you've got. I think safe bet, I'm going to go with Leon Draisaitl. He's just going to keep feeling it. That's all at the end of the day. I think Leon Draisaitl just keeps it going and gets it going again tonight, early and often. Now, my fear is, and Garth, I'll give you my fear right now about it because you're already saying the Oilers need to win. My fear with the Oilers tonight, this is the problem, this is what I'm thinking. We'll score in the first 5 minutes of the hockey game. No doubt about it, we'll score. And then we'll lose 2-1. That's just looking at Dallas as a team, looking at what they've done statistically speaking, their goaltending, right, it's not good. It's not good. So I'm hoping that we just keep the offense going from last night and roll it through, and then I'm totally forgotten. And I know I've been predicting a lot of losses lately, but all of a sudden, when you've got 8 or 9 losses to just toss out before the end of the year, you might as well get them out of the way now and just go on a massive 10-game heater to end the season, right? Mathematically speaking. And this is not an easy schedule for the Oilers down the rest of the way. So, of course, to be a little doubtful, it just is what it is. And will Koskinen be sharp tonight? That's the question. Sam Ennis is underrated. He's shiftier than McDavid in tight. Well, that is the small frame, right? That is the beautiful part of having a small frame when it comes down to being Tyler Ennis. And then, of course, Matt, welcome in. And while it would be great if they did win, allowing for calculations, they need 8 more wins out of 16, so they have some room. Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of room to get this job done, so that's the beautiful part of this, is we've built ourselves enough wins to get it going. And guys, hate to inform you, Gene Principe is wearing a Cowboys hat. That's not good. That's not good. And yeah, Gene Principe can't even fit that cowboy hat over that mully flow. That's how much mully flow he's got going on there. And oh my goodness, this is going to be good to see. And prediction, a tie after 60. I won't predict OT. All right, Greg. All right. Give them room. Tyson Bridge, they need 10 wins, 2 wins to go. That's the beautiful part, right? Welcome, welcome in. And Bear's getting the first tonight. Well, Bear getting a goal. I was predicting that last night, but he didn't end up getting it. Yamo, Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, Zach Kassian, Josh Archibald, they all combined in for goals last night. And is Leon better than Connor McDavid? No, nobody's better than Connor McDavid. Leon Draisaitl is just doing it right? Connor McDavid's the most. Connor McDavid's Connor McDavid. I don't need to justify that statement. Connor McDavid is Connor McDavid. Leon Draisaitl is just doing exactly what he should. Take advantage of the other teams matching their best shutdown lines against Connor McDavid and go out there and rip it up. And that's what Leon Draisaitl does every night. Mint. That is fantastic. And we ought to, no doubt. Here we go. Connor McDavid, 5-point game last night, and yes sirree, James Neal last played January 29th, so it has been over a month, and my goodness, he is back in, ready for tonight's hockey game. 19 goals this season. James Neal on the hunt for number 20 tonight, as you noted there, Sam, and right now he is better. Well, right now, yes, but again, right, like Connor McDavid is Connor McDavid, and we could quite easily see Connor McDavid just rattle off 5 million points before the end of the year, as he already has been the past few games. Spotlight, welcome in. And Neal is back. Yes, he is. So this is good news for us as Oilers fans. The lineup getting a little bit closer to playoff ready at this point. And now we're going to have a special oh, it's the hometown hero of the night. They're going to honor him pre-game. Okay, not like the Oilers do during the game. That's okay, and Connor is the best hockey player in the world. It's just that Leon's better this year. Well, that's true. That's true. You know what? Leon's been the best on the team this year, but of course, think about how much time Connor McDavid missed with that knee injury. That's the other side. Let me see what we got. That is that. And Real Deal is scoring tonight. He's nice and fresh. I don't know. Hopefully that foot's feeling good and he can get some foot speed going. That would be a nice change of pace from him. And conversation has to be had about Draisaitl being the best in hockey. Right now, absolutely best in hockey right now. Best player in the NHL, Connor McDavid, hands down 10 out of 10 every single time. That's just no argument. But Draisaitl, it's almost becoming a 1A, 1B like everybody was trying to argue Auston Matthews with 1A, 1B with Connor McDavid a couple years ago. What a joke. As they're thinking Clefbaum will be back, what, next game? The game after this? Clefbaum should be back next game. I think at the end of the 3-game road trip, he should be back. And I don't know, Cody, if you saw Kassian jumping up and down on the bench. He is ready for this one tonight. And offensively, absolutely. Offensively right now, Mr. Connor McDavid is number one. Zap, get over here before he starts scratching on the door a little bit more. And absolutely, yes, very scary scene getting out of Colorado last night, that's for sure. But here we go, the Oilers in Dallas. Safe and sound and trying to get this one going. Miss Zap, you're just looking for attention. Actually, you're looking for food. I know what you're looking for. And here we go. Got the American National Anthem underway. I wish I had water, but it's all good to go. And it's not that double A is... Hey! Ouch! Smarten up. Smarten up, you. I mean, not to hit my cat on live stream, but ouch, that pierced the skin. That hurt. Here we go. Yeah, it's not that double A hasn't been going. You know what? He's done exactly what he's asked to been doing, right? It's not like he's a point per game player we acquired. That's the other side too. We acquired a player that had less than a half a point per game played this season at the time of acquiring him. So to sit here and worry about him, I don't get that. And yeah, I guess I'm leaving the lineup up there, aren't I, Tim? That would be nice and distracting, wouldn't it? All right, let me get that down there. And there's your lineup. You take a look. You got it. You're good. Nobody had questions about it. And wrecked by Edmonton and then wrecked by a tornado. Yeah, tough go in Nashville, that's for sure. Stop. Seriously, girl. Seriously. You do not want to get this going. And no, I can't feed the cats. I can't start feeding them at 6:30 just because it's convenient for me. They get fed at 7 o'clock or after, and that's it. That's all. All it comes down to. Zap, quit. Quit. Just quit. Please. Give me another try. Here we go. Starting goalies for tonight's game. It's Mikko Koskinen. And, well, Mr. Mikko Koskinen in net. 16, 13, and 2. 289 goals against average. 911 save percentage. I don't think that's anything to be about choking. The guy's been solid out there so far this season, that is for sure. Anton Hudobin, 16, 7 and 3, 223 goals against average, and a 930 save percentage. That's the problem. Hudobin's been better. There's James Neal ready back in action. He's ready to go. And 10:30 game, yeah, Zach, that's going to be a late one for you, that's for sure. Koskinen got to show he still has eyes on number one. Oh, yeah. You know what? That's the whole point of having Mike Smith here. Push, push, push in the goaltender's crease this season. That's all it takes. Is here we go. The Oilers up and underway. The top line starts for what? The fourth game in a row now the top line has started. So that's fantastic to see Connor McDavid getting that first shift of the game out there trying to light the team up. And then you roll your, well, technically top line out there and wreck them with Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, and Yamamoto. Still getting used to not saying McDavid next to Draisaitl. It is what it is. Here we go. Let's get this underway as Josh Archibald getting this into the offensive zone. Minnesota's up 2-0 on Nashville. That's perfect. Winnipeg up 2-0 on Buffalo. That's not so perfect. Here we go. Dallas back the other way, beating Ethan Bear wide, but look at that recovery by Ethan Bear to force that shot to the near side pad. Koskinen has it played perfectly. Connor McDavid in flight. He'll dump that puck in. He's going to peel off for a line change here. The Oilers off and running for a good hockey game tonight. Hopefully, we got to keep up that offensive pace. I know that's a lot to ask, but end of the day, you got to do it because, well, the Dallas Stars don't give up a lot of goals and you got to get the job done. Low scoring game is expected. Well, that's the thing. We're hoping it's not, because if it's a low scoring game, that heavily favors the Dallas Stars. That's all it comes down to, right? And that's kind of my worry. We're going to score here in the first 5 minutes and then give up 2-1 at the end of the first, 1 midway through the second, and lose 2-3-1. That's kind of the reality tonight. As here we go. Absolutely hot take. It's been absolutely nuts since the trade deadline. Actually, before the trade deadline. I think that Boston stream, was Boston after or before the trade deadline? But that Boston stream, when we crossed over 100 and some odd people in here at one point, that was fantastic seeing, well, trending in the right direction, right? Right before playoffs. Kind of when we'd like to be trending up, as for sure. And so are the Oilers, right? Trending up, getting wins, knocking down the column, and we should be good to go. As we're getting very, very close. We're 2 points away from 80 tonight, and if the Oilers can win tonight, that would get us to 80. So right now, we just got to get out of our own zone, and oh man, that ice is awfully blue tonight. Oof. That is already really hard on the eyes, how blue that ice is. My goodness sakes. But what's a guy to do? Here we go. Gotta get this going up ice and in a hurry, but Perry's going to squirt that over, and whew. Tyler Seguin couldn't handle that puck. Corey Perry in front of the net. And look at that, Mikko Koskinen giving the jab to the back of Corey Perry's knee. You like to see it. Mikko Koskinen chopped that rat down at the knees. That'd be solid. And Matt, yeah, the tornado, the Oilers got out. Everything's good. Hopefully everything turns out good for Dallas, or Nashville, pardon me, and everything turns out fine. That said, D is a little loose. They have to tighten it up and get discipline. It's early in the game, right? It's the back half of back-to-back. I'm not too concerned about it. We're only 2 minutes in. That's the other side too, right? Normally, Connor McDavid's making the other team's defense look like fools in the first 2 minutes, so we'll be good. Just need to get on our sticks and get going, and that's nice. Bad turnover there by Sheehan. And now you got me going. Now all I want to watch for is mistakes. Way to go, Robert. Terrible. 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 But here we go. We got to just play in the offensive zone. You know what? It's a lot easier to play defense in the offensive zone than it is in the defensive zone. I'll tell you that much. And yeah, I highly doubt that UV at this point, because Dry's got a lot of room to make up. Honestly, just getting the Hart's going to be hard enough, given the way everybody's trying to knock his candidacy down to the floor kind of deal. And now turned over. Okay, back the other way we go. Back the other way we go. All right. Zach Kassian coming charging in hard. Mikko Koskinen's going to fire this one up and around the boards, and the Oilers got to get this one on. And again, they've got, what is going on? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on. This white balance on the ice is just killing me. Like, this just looks awful. And I mean, the Dallas arena is quite empty as well in sections tonight, but we got to get this going. We got to get, like, this is just awful. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to focus on the game. I'm a trained broadcaster, and all I can see is blue ice. That is a major problem right now. And I mean, yeah, Andrew, if we're getting worked in the start of a back half of back to back, concern level's pretty low. It's just my eyes are bugging because the ice is blue. That's a problem. I'm sorry, as a guy who runs cameras, that is a problem. I know I'm more focused on that right now, but not like the Oilers are giving me much to talk about right now, so don't have to exactly focus on that. A cat's killing me about what this guy's supposed to do, so that's it. That's all. Elijah, welcome into the stream. We got to get this going at some point. Absolutely, I think we need to play in the offense zone, no doubt about it, but back half of back to back, it's got to do, right? Trust me, I'll be concerned if we don't score first. That's kind of the deal. And look at that. Bang. Caleb Jones riding into the boards there. This shot, Mikko Koskinen come to play. Everybody was talking about Mikko Koskinen not blowing it for us. So far, he's made 3 beautiful saves. So that's all it is. That's all it is. Guys should have grabbed some water. I'll have to grab water at the next commercial timeout. Super Tuesday is affecting the audience. Who knows? We'll just leave Super Tuesday alone tonight. That's 16:01 to go. The Cats are affecting my performance. You gotta head out and study. Sounds good, John. We'll catch you. Hopefully soon once again. 16 minutes to go in this first period. Please quit. Please quit. All I'm saying. All I'm saying. Alright. Well, there's something happening away from the play. Somebody was having some words. That's it. That's all. Koskinen doing good so far. No problem about it. Close my door now. Cat's getting fed. There we go. Good to go. Alright. Let's try to get this up. Maybe that bacon for supper kind of lulled the guy to sleep. That's all I'd have to say. Is bacon pregame might have lulled myself to sleep. I don't know. 48 of you guys watching right now. My apologies for being off to start. She's been a long day. We'll catch you, John. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. We gotta get this going. We gotta get this going because it's gonna turn into a disaster if we don't. But right now, you know what? Koskinen weathering the storm. 4 saves to start. Mike Smith somehow made 30 save or had 30 shots against last night and made enough saves to win. So we're good. We're gold. We're great. You guys are talking about a PK. We're fine. We're fine. I definitely need my water. Definitely need my water. That's all I gotta say. That's for sure. I'm not seeing how far behind am I tonight. That's gonna be the question. You guys mentioned a PK, and oh my goodness, goodness. Yeah, that was lazy. That was pretty lazy by Jujhar Khaira. All right, hopefully they take a break here. I could use a break. I need to grab some water and get going. I am just all of a sudden I'm drained, guys. This is tough. Because I think it's something to know about Dallas. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. Go for the puck. Don't go for the arm. That's pretty rough. I mean, Jujhar's staring down the ref, but I'm sorry. That's a penalty you're taking 10 out of 10 nowadays. Get ourselves a penalty kill. Coming up, so who will we see fill in on the penalty kill for Jujhar Khaira? That's going to be the question because usually it's Nuge and JJ, so we'll see who's out there. But first off, it's Sheehan and Archibald. 2 minutes to go in this penalty kill. The Oilers off and running now. John Klingberg at the point. He's going to fire this shot blocked in front. 6 seconds knocked off the clock already. Chris Russell, Adam Larson out there killing the penalty. Now bang, up there. And get water, take a mulligan, and regroup. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Already a rough start, but I think it's just a matter of being a long day at work, a hard grinding day, a lot of truck time today, and what, those days tucker you out when you have to drive around the entirety of southern Alberta, it seems, to get the sheet metal offloaded at a house. That's all good. 1 minute to go here. Perfect. That's good signs. That is the key. You know what? Ben leads the Dallas power play with only 8 power play goals. That is absolutely ridiculous to think how crazy things are looking right now. And let me see if I can hit this live button. Yeah, I'm stuttering by just a second. And that across and down the ice, and there's a huge open out to play it. Here we go. And Andrew, the problem is the late trailer is not the man of the defense. The late trailer is, of course, the center's responsibility. If I've got hockey correct, right? I mean, penalty kill, different story maybe, but late trailer. If you've got two men bearing down on your defense, it's not up to the defense to cover the late trailer. It's up to your forwards. I wouldn't be too concerned about that, as Heiskanen, however you say it, moves the puck ahead. 31 seconds to go. That means the penalty is over, and you know what? It's a solid kill. We weren't doing much elsewise, but you know what? So far, so good. Oilers survived this slow start, and we're good. That one blockered over top of the net. 17 seconds to go. A guy could kill for a drink of water right about now. I think I'm going to have to throw some lemonade in there, get some pep in my step going, and get going here. 7 seconds. Oh my goodness, I am just dying how far behind I am tonight, guys. I hope the Oilers don't score 8 goals or this could kill me. This is absolutely brutal how far behind. Finally, the penalty is off my screen, don't you worry, but you know what? Good penalty kill. Now you get Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and Kyler Yamamoto out there. And look at this. Kyler Yamamoto up there. Or is it Zach Kassian? Oh, it's Ethan Bear on the back end. Sorry, I saw 4. And Mikko Koskinen's getting that stick involved early tonight. You know what? He chopped at the back of Perry. He chopped there at another guy. And this is good to see Mikko Koskinen be a little bit interesting, right? And that's exactly, Tim. You know what? We have to win ugly. And that's key is to win ugly, just survive. Survival of the fittest, right? If you can survive the onslaught early, come back and win a minute late into the game, then you're not too bad. Okay. Alright, Andrew, that's what you're talking about, but that's what you do, right? Got 2 men back defending the same player, and it's Bear and Nurse. I got no faith in that situation at all. And here we go. We're going to get ourselves a power play. And I mean, our second pair is also Jones and Larson. So what are we doing? That's James Neal drawing a penalty. That's James Neal drawing a penalty as Stephen Johns goes to the box. And please tell me we're going to break. All right, guys, sorry. I'll get some water. I'll get back to life here, and I'll be right back. Here we go. Let's get this going. See what we can do. Here we are. What is that? Let's get this going. Larson has been a beast lately, but it's still, at the end of the day, no matter how good Larson's been, it's still Larson. Kind of the problem, right? Here we go. Hate the shots on goal level. You know what? It's alright, right? It's survive the start and get the job done. That's all you got to do. And off screen, while Mr. Orange is probably biting Miss Zap out to their kitchen and trying to kill her, and that's the problem. Mr. Orange and Zap do not get along. I don't know if you ever hear them hissing at each other, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, Paul Rogers. Paul Rogers won 100,000 because Leon Draisaitl scored 4 goals. That's nuts. Totally forgot about that. Yavish, welcome in. Paul Rogers, proud owner of $100,000. Goodness sakes, the guy could dream of that. Wow. Here we go. Minute 59 to go in this power play, and first things first, it's cleared down back to the Oilers side. Now that said, you know what? We'll be fine. We'll be dandy. We'll be gold. That's 29.7% on the power play. Our Edmonton Oilers operating anywhere between, and the Dallas Stars We're only 15th on the penalty kill to answer your question, Andrew, at 80.9%. That's not too much. Here we go. Darnell Nurse getting in there. And why am I lagging out? That's not good news. There we go. That's a nice zone entry there by McDavid on that one. Back to the point and tip down, and Chason gets chasing the puck around there. That's brutal. 59 seconds left at the offside. Ooh, don't like seeing offsides on the power play. That's for sure. And yep, that's going to be whistled down. I was going to say that must have been the offside. Dreisaitl's awkward carry around the line, but who knows. And then, yeah, Darnell Nurse on the power play, still not the best option the Oilers have. Like, I'd almost take Caleb Jones. Nobody's talking about playing Caleb Jones on the power play. I'd take Caleb Jones on the power play 10 out of 10. No doubt about it. I'd take Caleb Jones on the power play. Because nobody wants to talk about Ethan Bear on the power play. Nobody wants to be a fan of that. So, you know what? We'll take Caleb Jones on the power play. How's that sound? Where's Nurse on that keep-in? Like, you're talking right now? Here we go. Huge cross. Shot. Ooh, good shot there by James Neal. That's right from his wheelhouse, too. PP killed. Hey, we got a shot. Guys, at the end of the day, anytime the Oilers get a shot on the power play, it's not terrible. That's the end of the day. We've seen a lot of power plays similar to this one where we don't get a single shot. So we'll take what we can get. Actually, ooh, that one would have been a second shot on net if it wouldn't have been deflected. And guys, I don't know why I'm so far behind tonight. This is absolutely killing me. Oh well. We'll persevere. That's what we do here on Dolynny TV. I've gone through a lot crazier things than 35 seconds stream delay on Sportsnet app. That's for sure. 9:29 to go. First period. Dallas Stars out shooting us 7-3. But guys, again, like I say, I always come in with a foul attitude when I'm predicting a loss. But what else is the guy supposed to do, right? Predicting a loss. And that's right, White. I'm not saying it's a success, but it's not Oilers level failure of a power play. It's just a, I guess, credit Dallas for a good kill. I guess, right? If we're going to always talk about our good kills, credit Dallas for a good kill and be it stomach it. Ooh, Mikko Koskinen. Look at that. That's why you go down 5 minutes early. That's why you go down to your knees 5 minutes early. You keep those pucks out. That's for sure. Solid effort by Mikko Koskinen. Look at this. That was a label shot by James Neal. Just couldn't rise it over the glove, or else he would have had Anton Khudobin beat. But there's a reason. Anton Khudobin has a .930 save percentage this season. That's for sure. And that's the key too, Robert. Nothing's over till it's over, and that's why the longer we keep it 0-0, I think, it favors Dallas more probably, but at the same rate, with the offensive guns we have, who am I kidding, right? 3-3 in the third period, finishes 8-3. That's it, that's all. And David, we'll catch you later. So far so good. Without even asking for the likes tonight on tonight's stream, we're up to 21. So who's going to get us up to number 25 tonight? 4070 in the chat. Man, I feel bad for you if you're listening to me tonight. Let me tell you, she's been an off night, but I am extremely tired for whatever reason. I went out to the kitchen and all I did is yawn on my way out there to grab the drink. So it might be that kind of night. Alright, and Jason, Dallas is used to their ice. Well, that could be too, right? Dallas knows what they're doing. Here we go. Just on commercial, we're just kicking back, relaxing. Let me, want to open one last thing up here. I don't have my last other... Actually, right now would be a good time. Tim mentioned hoodies, so what I want you to do, copy this stream like, if you guys are interested in looking at or purchasing Dolynny TV t-shirts or hoodies, I now have a merch store, an online merch store that's live. And you can actually check it out right there in the chat. It's in the chat, so you just have to find that on your computer and you can see that right there. That's my little ad for that. And of course, secondarily to that, because I need more people on my Twitter, because I'm awful at Twitter, you should follow me on Twitter at Dolynny TV. Straight up. Same username as YouTube. Just all one word. That's all you need to do. Here we go. James Neal. And look, Penning and Russell are out well after the power play. The Oilers are like actually unstoppable. If you combine the record of Benning and Kyler Yamamoto when they're both or when they're separately in the lineup, not combined but separately, like the Oilers would be the best team in the NHL, which is just nuts. Most goals by a rookie in Dallas Stars history, James Neal 24. Denis Gurianov has a chance to outdo James Neal as a rookie with the Dallas Stars. Jamie Benn had 22 back in 09-10. Interesting. And yes, Russell was a game time decision, but he's good to go after blocking that shot last night, doing what he does best, I guess you could say. I mean, what he gets paid to do $4 million worth, you could say. And Zach Kassian throwing some hits, doing what he does best to make his cash as well, $1.9 million. This one tipped in on net. Hudobin doesn't have a clue where it is. It's in the corner, and what's this going to be? Going to call that out of the zone, or is that a penalty right there? Okay. James Neal's last goal was December 31st, but apparently that injury was a broken toe when he was playing on it, so it's going to cost you, right? And here's the problem. Guys, there you go. There's the stat we needed to find. The Oilers have yet to win a face-off tonight. That's why we're struggling. The Oilers have not won a single face-off halfway through the game. That's all it comes down to. That's simple as that. Here we go. James Neal. Get this one across the ice, and somehow the Oilers are still tied 0-0 with Dallas, so that's something else you have to look at as well. This one going to be down the boards, down to Radulov, and that's it. And now you got, how much going on here? That one right, oof, nobody right there. I'd like a reverse angle of that though. Just give me a reverse angle of that for a second. Because think about it this way. I don't think that's exactly all Kara's fault. Just give me a reverse angle and let me watch who's supposed to be the trailer on that play. Because if you watched it, Chason's right there, right? So here we're going to get the reverse angle. And yeah, look at that. James Neal skated right past that puck. James Neal, that puck was going right onto his tape, and he just skated on by. End of the day, right? That's what happened. James Neal just skated right on a puck, and yes, Jujhar Khaira needs to have his head on a swivel, but James Neal's right there. That puck is in his feet, and it just skirts on by. So there's a little bit more blame than just Jujhar Khaira. And again, guys, like this is just classic Oilers stuff to pile on a homegrown draft pick. So I don't want to be jumping on all over Jujhar Khaira and upsetting something we have. But yeah, time to drop the mitts. If Jujhar Khaira can drop the mitts, I'm gonna be really singing his praises instead of defending him. Here we go. Get this going. 7:01. Try settle going. I don't know. That was. Andrew, I think he saw James Neal. That's what I'm saying. I think he saw James Neal and went to make the pass, but James Neal just skated on by. That's all I'm saying. See, look at that replay. James Neal is right there. That puck crosses James Neal's path. He just skates on right by it. Now, maybe you make the argument James Neal needs to be other-handedness, but all I'm saying. James Neal was paying about as much attention to that puck as Jujhar Khaira was, so gotta get it going. Headhunters, welcome in. King, welcome in. Here we go. Oilers? Oh, the Oilers, yeah, they're on the road against Chicago. Another 6:30 start? Oh my goodness. Like, either start at 6 or 6:30. There we go. Puck bounces down, and is that something? And Andrew, I'm not 100% defending the play, right? What I'm saying is there's more than just Jujar to blame on that play, because realistically, if a player makes a mistake, the rest of the team has to cover it. That was the Oilers' problem last year. Is simply put, the Oilers' problem last year is nobody wanted to help each other out. Everybody just wanted to make a single play. That's a beautiful play by Mikko Koskinen to make that save, diving around looking like Mike Smith. You get two Mike Smiths in net, now you got me worried. But yeah, last year, the thing that had me so frustrated about the Oilers is nobody wanted to support each other, right? And that's one thing that's been so beautiful about this year, especially our start, was it was 5 men in, 5 men back. And that's what I'm saying is, you know what, if Jujar makes a bad pass, somebody's got to pick him up. That's all it comes down to. And I mean, if you want to stick a guy on an island, sure, but why is he in the lineup if he's getting stuck on an island? That's all I'm saying. And we as fans don't get to determine who's in the lineup, so realistically, if they're in the lineup, they gotta have each other's backs. Here we go. That's cross Perry, nothing there. I don't know what's going on here, as this one's getting evolving quick. That's offside, thank you. Oh, that's too many men, unfortunate right there. Are they going to show the replay of the too many men? No, they aren't. Is that off the post, or is that off of Mikko Koskinen's leg? You let me know. We'll be good, we'll be gold, we'll be dandy. Here we go. You know what? Not the best start, but end of the day, we're tied 0-0. End of the day, and we've already been on the penalty kill once. We're going to the penalty kill twice. Now, let me get this going. Can I go revisit something? Can I just go revisit something quickly? Scoreboard. Monday. Nashville Predators. 8-3. Let's go play this back for you. The Oilers against Nashville. They scored their first two goals of the game, 6:23, 19:31. But do remember that the Oilers were on the penalty kill twice in the first period last game. So that's where I'm going to say, you know what? 2 penalty kills to start the game. That gets us going right where we want to be. All I'm saying. All I'm saying. And here we go. Mikko is playing fantastically right now. Well, your goalie sometimes has to be your best defender, and that's all. And Andrew, it's a 0-0 game. My man, just seriously, it's a 0-0 game. So you're not going to play 8-3 hockey every single night. Just chill out, relax. Plenty of time left. Plenty of time left. Plenty of time left. And here we go. That's Jason Dickinson, if I've got that correct. That is right. That is him. This one right here. Bang, and oh, that's off the other post and not in. So here you go. Thing is, guys, if you're wondering why this Oilers team looks sluggish, why this Oilers team anything like this, well, it is the back half of back-to-back. Remember, it all is, end of the day, a tough go. Because your back half of back-to-back, it's Dallas, right? They're a stingy team to begin with. They're a good defensive team. They give up the second least goals in the NHL. Realistically, expecting the Oilers to come in and blast 8 goals past Anton Khudobin tonight is not quite where I'd be putting my betting money. Like I said, my betting money's on losing this game 2-1, but does that mean I'm going to tell that the Oilers are done with this game? No, I don't think so. Andrew, keep playing. The problem is, like, right, that just bugs me when we get in there and just keep expecting them to play this way. And in a 0-0 game, I could understand, like, guys, if it's 3-0 and the Oilers were down in this period, yeah, I could understand it, but to sit here and be negative, the reason I point out 8-3 hockey game last night is simply put, the only reason to be upset with the way the Oilers are playing right now on the back half of back-to-back is simply put, we had an 8-3 game last night and we saw this team tear apart the Predators in the third period. So the high's up here, and now all of a sudden we're settling for Dallas Stars hockey. Right? Dallas is right up there. One of the big 4 teams: Arizona, Minnesota, New Jersey, right? That is the level of excitement we've got tonight, is those 4 teams. So what do you do? What do you do? Like that's the end of the day. That's the frustrating part is I totally get where you're coming from, Andrew, but at the same rate it's just any expectation for this game's tough. Being frustrated by it is what it is. Here we go. The Oilers gotta get in and penalty kill underway, and again, we're already a minute 15 through a penalty kill, and the Oilers are doing another dandy job. This one though, Jujhar Khaira is out there for. That's the end of the day. And Andrew, how many times, while Minnesota beat us this season, how many times have we watched Arizona work us in the past 15 years? New Jersey's generally had some good luck against us. Think about opening night in Sweden last year. And right, it just is what it is. And David, oh, guy using David Pasternak's name in the chat. Here we go. Leskinen, tip, nothing going there. Try settle up the boards. Leskinen across. A puck's out of play. Penalty is killed. What the heck is going on here? You know, Mikko Koskinen making some saves, but problem is with that game, we lost it in overtime. I was going to say, we lost that game in overtime. Or was that a game at Dallas? I'm not sure. But the game against Edmonton here. Okay. Try, seriously, buddy. Yourself together. Neil looking good. That shot by Neil was solid. Must say that. 3-0 Winnipeg. That's not solid. That's not solid at all. Ryan McDavid, Yamo together? Yes, because we just killed a penalty. No, they're not mixing the lines. We just killed a penalty, so that's the lines we normally roll after killing a penalty. It was the same way last night. Shot Connor McDavid saved. At least Connor McDavid took the shot, didn't try to drop past that. Let's be serious right there. That's going to be icing against the Oilers, so McDavid out there. That's exactly. Louis DeBrusque right away on the broadcast. First thing says loaded up, and that's what Dave Tippett likes to do. Before it was usually, what was it? I guess technically speaking it was McDavid, Draisaitl, Kassian when Kassian was still on the top line before the 7-gamer, but now it's Draisaitl, Yamo, and McDavid. And of course, how does that work is that comes out of the way after Yamo was in the box for the too many men. That's where he was sitting for the past 2 minutes, so keep that in mind. Now you got James Neal, Jujhar Khaira taking some draws. So this is actually pretty much a first this year, if memory serves correct, for Jujhar Khaira to be taking draws for the Oilers for a full game on the 4th line. Partially why the Oilers have pretty much lost every single face-off tonight. Here we go. James Neal going to fire that puck. Oof, here we go. The Oilers. Oh my goodness. This is it's a lot of action in the offensive zone. Here we go. Get this going. Look at that. That keep in by Bear, couldn't get it done. That's okay. Jujhar Khaira going to fire it across to Neal. And look at Neal moving. Strong pushing the puck ahead. That's what Chason needs to do. Look at that. Shot save. And look at this. Darnell Nurse. Oh my goodness. Against Corey Perry. Let's go. Darnell Nurse versus Corey Perry. And yep. Darnell Nurse just ended him. Straight down to the ice. And there we go. Corey Perry just got worked by Darnell Nurse. Darnell just messed up his chin strap. That's about it. That's a good sign of Nurse. Look at this solid play, and that's exactly, guys. When I talk about moving the puck forward as a player, all it comes down to is moving the puck forward simply means just keep the play alive, push it deeper, and just hope that you don't turn it over. And that's all it is. That's all it came down to right there. That's what James Neal did to keep that play alive. That allowed Darnell Nurse to wreck Corey Perry into the ice. Now Corey Perry's got to think about that, right? He's in the head of Darnell Nurse. But problem is, just like Zach Kassian, I don't think you want to be in the head of Darnell Nurse. And I think Matthew Tkachuk may agree that agitating and running only gets you so far until you run into a crazy guy. Reed, nobody really fought. Darnell Nurse just took down Corey Perry onto the ice. And absolutely, well, Greg, what I didn't mention in my game review last night was the tactical timeout by good old Dave Tippett last night. That was probably the most well-executed timeout there has been in the NHL this season. Gets the Oilers totally back on their feet. Instead of dropping the third goal, they get the third goal. They drop the third goal against the Preds and then go out there and light it up in the third period. But that was a nuclear weapon of a timeout used by Dave Tippett to flip the tides on the Nashville Predators, who had just shelled the Oilers 2 straight in 14 seconds. So that's it, right? Minute to go in the first period. They have kind of fixed the ice issue I was having, but I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get why the ice is so blue tonight. And Andrew, that's like, the first 10 minutes into the game, we were down 11-0 on the faceoff draws, so Dallas is doing something right tonight. I don't know if the refs are cheating the puck for them or what, but they're getting in there. They're getting pucks and they're getting going. As that's a nice play by Mikko Koskinen, but he couldn't get it going. And Gren, welcome in. But White, here's the thing. I think Greg had the best point. If the Oilers walk into this one tired and start this period and finish this period tied 0-0, I think that strongly favors the Oilers more than the Stars, because all it takes is the Oilers getting their skating legs underneath them the next 2 periods after sleepwalking through a first period. I mean, Nashville hello kind of deal, but probably not to that extent, right? Like a 4-1 game for this one to finish would be crazy enough, but even 3-1 or 2-1 for us would be totally fine. Right now, 24 seconds to go, 0-0 at the end of the first. It looks like that's what it's coming down to. 16-6 the shots. Yeah, we're definitely waking up a little bit here at the end of this period, but end of the day, could have been a lot worse. Sure, it can be better, but nothing really to complain about in that first period realistically, as the Oilers survive, and that's all you can do on the back half of back-to-back, right? The Oilers survive, especially after that emotional high of an 8-3 game. That's good, that's gold, that's great. So we're fine and dandy there. Now what I gotta say is 41 of you hung out with me all through that first period. I'm sleepwalking through it myself, so my apologies. She's tough go. I should have went straight to bed after last night's game. Decided to hop in the party chat on the old PS4 with the boys and rip up a couple of games, and that was a dumb idea. But what we need to do, here we go, is simply put, Mikko Koskinen, guys, had 16 saves in that first period. That's a fancy stat for you. And the ice time, Athanasiou saw 3 minutes and 43 seconds ice time. Matt Benning only saw a minute 53. And our defense really did some heavy lifting in that first period. Darnell Nurse playing 9:53, Chris Russell 5:19. What happened to Matt Benning? That's the only question. What happened to Matt Benning in that first period? Draisaitl played 8:01. And then you've got Zach Kassian only playing 3:01, so pretty much the third line only played a couple of minutes, but it was tough. Here we go. Hold on. Panic time. Just got to send something via Facebook here, friends, and we'll be good to go. As Dustin. Just got to get a Cold Lake Ice thing up. And we'll be good. As. Perfect. Good to go there. And we're off and running. I think we're good. I think we're dandy. I think we're gold. Let me just quickly, fight's going to be going on as we speak. Oh, okay. There we go. Perfect. Taken care of. There we go. First period summary. Could have been a lot worse. I think that's all I have to say. Low scoring game to start. Ice time looks fine, except for Darnell Nurse playing 9 minutes and 53 seconds, so he's on pace to play over 30 minutes tonight almost, if that's the way it's trending tonight. But it's a problem with Matt Benning only playing a minute 50 whatever. The shots on goal, Dallas 16-6 against the Oilers in that first period. 7-5 the hits for the Oilers, 15-8 the faceoff, so that's kind of what costed us early on in that game, trying to grab momentum. 8-6 the giveaways for the Oilers, so that's anyone that wants to take issue right there, you can take issue. We already discussed that enough though. 5-3 the takeaways for Dallas, so technically they're leading that category by a +4, which is just nuts. And the Oilers blocked 6 shots, as it would be when you're already giving up 16 shots in a game. So we're good, we're dandy, we're gold. I'll be right back. I'm just going to take a bathroom break and we're going to... Bradley, yes, 0 for 12. It was 0 for 11 when they showed it on the screen, and then we lost another face-off. Here we go. Oh man. So not not good news. Got real bad purple bags under my eyes, so I'm quite tired. And here we go. Get to it. We already reviewed the stats. There's no goal scoring to review, so penalties wise, Jujhar Khaira took a penalty, then you took the Stephen Johns trip for the Dallas Stars. Caleri Yamamoto, the too many men. The Oilers' penalty kill continues to be fantastic. The Oilers' power play continues to be all right. So there we go. That's your recap. And for an Islanders player who hasn't returned yet, ooh, this. Ooh, yeah, right there, Johnny Boychuk. Right off the ice. At least he knew where he was going. And here's the big one tomorrow. Scotiabank Wednesday night hockey. Dallas, not in it. It's Columbus versus Calgary Flames. Aye. That's a tough one. Makeup, yeah, Tim. Need something to look like I'm half human to know, right? Here you go. Look at James Neal looking like he's about 27 again. My goodness, James Neal looking 27. Here we go. You're up the Dolynny double. Yeah. That's what I need. I need somebody who can step in for me. Here we go. Get Troy on the stream. Get him to tell you what's up. He won't enjoy this first period. And Prime Dubs, welcome in. As man, that is no, I need the cup of coffee. That was the key to success last night. Let me tell you, the cup of coffee before the stream on the way home, on the drive home, that was fantastic. That was the mint. The shot of espresso, just, whoop, right up there, got me going. But now it's only 7:22 and I'm falling asleep sitting up. That is absolutely unreal. It's tough. Yeah. Yeah, Jason, I don't know. Dropping under the desk would probably be exactly what I'd be doing, Robert. Here we go. What do we got? James Neal off and running. Look at this. This was a solid chance. This was the Oilers' best chance of the period and just stonewalled there by Hudobin, who couldn't even believe he made the save. But he got the job done, and that's all it's going to go. And Prime Dubs, you tell me people to follow me every day. I appreciate that. And again, first period on 6:30, Chad Tyson's got me the rest of the way. Mo, that sounds like a plan. But tonight it doesn't sound as good considering how tired I am. But hopefully we'll get it done for you. That Lotto 649 looks pretty good. What I couldn't do with $9 million right about now. Can't recommend an energy drink. Yeah, I have not had an energy drink since I was 12 years old. Straight up. And Mountain Dew. I'd take a Baja Blast right about now. I'd definitely take a Baja Blast right now about now. That'd be fantastic if I could get one of those. That's for sure. Just have to go down to the old pizza shop down the street. Here we go. At some point we'll be off commercial and we'll actually get something substantial here from American Airlines Center. But right now, as it sits, I'll go comb Twitter quickly. Tell you what's going on. I don't want to click on the Toyota ad. I don't know why I clicked on the Toyota ad, but what we got? Wow. Adam Boquist and Kirby Dach each collected an assist as the Blackhawks opened the scoring. It marked the first time in NHL history that multiple players born in the 2000s factored in on a goal. My goodness, that's a little bit nuts. Assist number 800 for Sidney Crosby tonight as they rout the whatchamacallums, the guys, those Ottawa Senators. Yeah, those guys. And Tim Duncan won a game for the San Antonio Spurs as head coach. Pretty crazy. And 5.3. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The Tampa Bay Lightning have 5 players they got to re-sign, and they've only got 5.33 in cap space. That's going to be a nuts finish. That said, yes, iPod. Boychuk took a skate to the face. We're hoping the best for him. And nasty way too, vertical, not horizontal. Hoping he didn't. Yeah, that's the scary part about it, right? As soon as you start talking vertical, anything is pretty much game on the face, and that's scary. I was here. I was in that Sportsnet lounge once. Here we go. Back to commercial. Or have we ever left commercial? Like that's literally it's hockey and commercials. There's nothing in between. There's no like you've got Kevin Quinn, Drew Remenda, and occasionally Gene Principe, and then the rest is just a bunch of ads. Like, I mean, you'd be better served watching the game on YouTube, quite honestly. Bring back the fishbowl. Fishbowl. What are you talking? The fishbowl? You mean the mug I had? Oh, the fishbowl. The cage. Cage. Face shield. Think, Tyson, think. That's not something I'm going to be capable of doing tonight. Guarantee 2020 playoff access. Oh, those poor season ticket holders who didn't renew this year. They're just clamoring to go for it again this year. Gene Principe? Okay. Ooh. That looks ugly. Wow. Those are some crazy scenes. That is absolutely nuts, the devastation. Guys, that's the first time I'm seeing any pictures from what happened in Nashville last night. I've heard all about it on the news today, but tough go. Tim, got your Twitter message. Yeah, you get back as quick as you can. No rush. Here we go. When game is over, go to sleep and try to get some rest. Oh, that's going to be the key tonight, that's for sure. Neil looked really good. Absolutely had a very good chance. And Bill, Sportsnet announcers are terrible. Talk a lot of trash. Sportsnet problem is TV, right? Is Jack and Bob actually have to describe what's going on and re-describe plays as they happen. Problem is with TV, you just show people, right? And that's the difficulty. TV play-by-play, radio play-by-play. You can tell who's a radio play-by-play guy when he steps on the mic on a TV, and the game sounds way different than it normally would for anyone that's describing it on TV. That's for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, as you prepare for the second period, definitely what I want to encourage you to do is hit that like button. Let's get some more people in here. We're at 30 likes. If we can push out of this second period with 50 likes, we could be looking in that third period having about 60, 70, 80, 90 people in here. Maybe even 100, depending on what the Oilers are doing down the stretch. And Gene Principe still talking about the tornado coverage, I hope. First goal in the playoffs, Sam. I don't want to curse it. I start talking about goal scorers in the playoffs. We're going to miss the playoffs, and I can't afford to do that. So right now, just focus on getting there. 80 points up for grabs tonight. Obviously, 2 points up for grabs. That would get us to 80, but it's got to get it going. It's got to get it going, and you know what? We survived that first period. So that said, talking about getting it going, let me go over to YouTube. Because, ladies and gentlemen, after tonight's hockey game, I'm going to push you over to the Cold Lake Ice stream. They're streaming Game 3 between Lac La Biche. There's already 12 people watching right now. Let me see what we got. They're going to have the intros up. Ooh, they have the intros up, the old blue fog, and that's looking solid so far. They got the entire arena blacked out, and we're getting it underway to go. Right on. Perfect. The ice ready to go for this hockey game tonight against the Lac La Biche Clippers at home. And of course, we got a hockey game here, and we're up to 50 people in the chat, so there we go. Strap in, buckle up, and let's get this hockey game underway. Vincent, you're talking about the new guys getting a goal. I think all of Oilers land would take a double-A goal right now, or Tyler Ennis goal fired up. And iPod, Kissel's neighbor got hit by the tornado. That's unfortunate. That's a really close call after we saw a guy on our broadcast last night, right? And I really want the guys to get the first goal. Let's give the boys some faith with rotating goal lights. Well, I tried. I have a Bud Gold Cup, like a Bud Light, you know, those Bud Light goal lights they have, but it's a gold cup, where it's an actual cup, and it's got the light at the bottom. But it is what it is. Lisa, yeah, tough goal last game for the Winnipeg Jets, but Oilers needed those 2 points, and we got it done. Get points, the rest will take care of itself, Mo. That's exactly. Here we go. What's the score, Nathan? It's 0-0. 0-0 between the Oilers and Predators. And actually, that's one thing I haven't figured out how to cover. I should give you guys the score periodically during the intermission, because my scoreboard covers itself up during the intermission, so it is what it is. And I wish they had something to go. And here we go. As X Snipes up, he's just over there watching with the company of family, watching the old Dolynny TV intermission coverage, whatever you call this, as the Oilers are playing the Stars 0-0 up in Cold Lake tonight. And if you guys haven't already, you see the blue wrench there. X Snipes gets the NHL rumors and news going. He had Neil in the lineup. He had that video before me, so that's what's going on. You definitely want to go check that out. And at the same time, as soon as I see Tim, I got to do something for Tim here, so if somebody sees him in the chat, you mention him. Get this going. First off, Saturday, March 7th against the Columbus Blue Jackets, then March 9th against the Golden Knights, then March 11th versus the Winnipeg Jets, and March 13th against the New York Islanders. Mostly what was posted, but last line is Neil. Kara is center and Chase on absolutely. Neil playing alright. Nathan, he's doing exactly what we expect him to do, taking good shots. And the Canucks colored cup. It is not the Canucks colored cup, it is the Vancouver Titans colored cup. You see? Vancouver Titans, for those of you that don't know, are an Overwatch team, if I've got this right. Overwatch esports team based out of Vancouver. And here we go. Dallas Stars, Andrew Cogliano getting career game number 1000. Well, luckily Oilers got out before that hit. Absolutely, that is the huge part. Our boys are safe and everybody's safe and all that, and so that's good news all the way around. And you've returned with a bigger hammer. That's good, Tim. That's good. What I'm going to tell you, guys, I don't know if you're going to be able to get Tim to be able to talk about it with you in the chat here, but Tim does a pretty good podcast. He's had me on before. I have to get back on there one of these days soon. But guys, you have to ask Tim about his podcast and get some information on that, because I'm sure Tim would appreciate some listening ears from the chat on his podcast. So get figuring that out as well. And I'm going to leave that up to you guys and Tim to discuss, because I know Tim is a much better describer of his own thing than I am. So I'll let that go as we're back to hockey here. Stop taking a drink, Tyson. Big save by Mikko Koskinen. Mike Smith's in net. That goes in, but my goodness. Wow, okay. That was solid. 19:35 to go in this first period. Mikko Koskinen with a light you up save. Tyler Ennis to go in on the attack, and he's going to get bounced off this puck. But, oh my goodness, we're in on the attack already after giving up that big chance. Tough go. Here we go. Bang on, and let's go. Connor McDavid, fire that puck in, and you know what? Here we go. Just start this period hot. That's all we got to do. I think, Robert, you're talking about Koskinen's glove being hot. Now the Oilers' sticks need to be hot, shooting that rubber fast and furious on the net, and we'd be solid to go. So there's another one. Oof, that's what you're talking about. Koskinen's glove being hot. My goodness, that was a dandy of a rocket save, that's for sure. Oh, I want to save that picture. Hold on. There we go. Save that picture. Good to go. And who do you like better in net? Really? Honestly? Either or. In December, it would have been Mikko Koskinen. And that's all she comes down to at the end of the day. That was beautiful by Mikko Koskinen right there. But Mikko Koskinen and Mike Smith both battling through and getting it done. Absolutely, Tim. We will have to get me on there before playoffs. Because there'll be normally, a 3-day break between the end of the season and playoffs starting. So definitely probably the middle day. We'd have to get that sorted out. I think I'm going to have to take game 1 of the playoffs off of work. First day of April, take it off work. I think actually I may have a doctor's appointment that day, so it would make sense to take day 1 off actually. No joke about that. We'll see what happens. I think April 8th, April 9th, somewhere there. I don't know. Couldn't tell you the exact date, but we'll figure it out. It's the Oilers, guys, going to work. I mean, here's the thing. I'm starting to take this for granted when the Oilers go to work with 56, a 93, and a 29 on the ice. There's Caleb Jones on. Oh, look at Draisaitl just sent a man flying. Draisaitl just sent a man to the moon. 17:55 to go. And Leon for slashing? Where would Leon take a slashing penalty? Right there? Don't know. Nothing there as Oilers kind of get sloppy, but that's... So Draisaitl is getting a penalty for slashing? You were correct, Robert. You were correct on that one. I don't see where I saw it. I mean, if it was a cross-check, but... Reroll that. What? I'm sorry, what? Come again? Come again? Sorry. Not that. I'm sorry. That was, Alright, that's going to take some time to recover from the mind games you have to play to understand that penalty, but okay. We're going to take it. That's just a good-natured shove. I don't get where that's a slash, but, I mean, refs saw it differently. Obviously, 140 to go. The only problem is the Oilers didn't get that puck back sooner, but I guess Dallas hungry on the sticks. I don't know. Minute 35 to go in this power play. Third penalty kill of the night, and we've already killed off another 30 seconds of it. And here we go. Mikko Koskinen making a big save. Well, I'm going to look forward to that. Bill, the Oilers need a shorty. A shorty would be absolutely beautiful if the Oilers could get it. This one bounced across. Now the Stars setting up the attack. This is going to be back to the point. There's the wrist shot. Across, fired across. Ooh, good movement. Good movement by the Dallas Stars. That is fantastic puck movement. If the Oilers move that, like that would be solid. And that's a big save by Mikko Koskinen. Yeah. 100%. Guys, right now, Dallas is just moving the puck effectively on the penalty kill. 5-on-4, work to perfection right here. This is all it comes down to. And Mikko Koskinen making the big glove save. That's how you work a power play. I mean, the Oilers just got shown how to work a power play in the first minute 15. Pretty unreal. Pinky, I don't think that's the Oilers. Looking brutal. Mark, welcome into the stream. You're watching Dolynny TV. Where's the game? I can't show you the game. The game is copyright. If I lose my channel, trust me, there's going to be a lot more people than just me upset. That would be a very rough go, that's for sure. 23-6 in shots, not a good look. Again, Andrew, what did we talk about last night? We talked about winning games ugly, and I think Tim said it best. Tim messaged me after the game, kind of summed up, you know what, you can love an 8-3 score all you want, but even that win was kind of ugly, to be quite honest. So, you know what? A lot of these games are going to happen in the playoffs, and you can figure out a way to win, being outshot 23-6. That's the difference between winning in 4 straight and taking the series to 7 because you let the guys have game 4 because you started slow and sloppy, right? That's, at the end of the day, I think that's what we're talking about. And the game's physically is in Dallas, though. Absolutely is. And here's the thing, Lisa, commentator-wise, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who once got paid to be a commentator, and there's a reason I don't do it anymore. That's it. And Mark, I think the entire chat's going to light up with Edmonton chats. Here we go. Everybody's going to start telling you they're from Edmonton. That's a question you almost don't have to ask in the Dolynny TV chat. 50 streaming, 34 likes. Guys, we're on pace. Another 16 likes to go before we hit 50 on this stream. I don't know. Andrew. I don't know. Problem is, I mean, in theory, it should still work, right? Because, thing is, how often have the Oilers seen playoff hockey recently? That's the question. Once in the past 13 years, or 15 years, 14 years, whatever. Here we go. We're going to see Draisaitl out there. Fire up the boys. Zach Kassian out there. Ooh! Good night, Zach Kassian ends a man. Now we're going to get this going. This one fired across. That's now copying the Andrew thing, but that's alright. It's hype. Andrew's power play thing is definitely hype. Here we go. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the makeup call. There is the makeup call, my friends. That's nice. That feels good. The makeup call right there feels good because realistically, the Oilers do that. I don't know if it's a penalty against them if after that Draisaitl slash, but that is huge. And we will see playoffs this year. Absolutely we will. But look at this. Zach Kassian. He left his feet. He left his feet to make that hit. That's kind of the sketchy part. But this is, yeah, see, this is definitely a makeup call, I think. 100%. I think it's 100% a makeup call because it's a cross-check. And I don't think the extension was there. So, interesting to see what the Oilers can do on their second power play advantage of the night. We'll find out. What we can do here is 152 to go, and here's the thing, Tin. We get these 2 points tonight. And here we go. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Alright, guys, take it easy on each other there. Yo, Nurse is going to get it going. Back the other way. Darnell Nurse. Getting it going. Ooh, Darnell Nurse just ended a man by stepping by him. That's a nice move on the power play right there. The Oilers trying to get this zone entry. They're getting it set up, and there's the patented shot. Doesn't go back in the net, though. That's all right. Here we go. Darnell Nurse back down. Oilers actually having some control on this power play. Now we're only getting outshot 24-8. That looks a little bit better than 23-6, I guess you could say. This one's going to go. Ooh, good tip in front. I'd like to see Connor McDavid get more involved in the middle. That's all I have to say. If Connor McDavid could get more involved in the middle. Right there. See, right there. That's what we want to see. And Mark, you're talking about right on, right on. Here we go. Here we go. Is it a power play goal? Is anyone telling me it's a power play goal? No, nobody's telling me it's a power play goal. That's another solid shot by Draisaitl. He's getting back to that. Here we go. Signature shot from Nuge. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Everybody's got it. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Oh, dishes it off, dishes it off. And shot. Ooh. Top of the dot, side slant. Wrister beats Hudobin. What a beauty by Nugent Hopkins. I waited long enough for that one, and she delivered. Guys, that's the best part. Is see, you can describe the goal all you want. None of you guys ever get, like, the play-by-play description down, which is the beautiful part, because then I get to actually watch it as it happens. Look at this. A perfect dish by Nugent. Look at that. Darnell Nurse gets it going. And a beauty of a shot by Nuge. And look at this. Just right there, right there, right there. And top of the dot. Whoop, bang. That's a solid pass by Darnell Nurse to walk off his man. And then right there, back of the net. Wrister by Nuge. Beats Hudobin. Whew. All right. Here we go. Lee. Thank you so much for coming on by, Lee. That's the one thing we only see ever for donos in like one chat a night. Definitely need to get you in here more, but thank you, sir, again, with the $5 on it going. Here we go. Patrick Russell? Are we talking about Patrick Russell or are we talking about Chris Russell? Chris Russell moving his feet. That does not look like a guy who's hurting after shot blocking. That was a solid go, and look at that solid cover up by Mikko Koskinen. That's the beauty there. But Nugent Hopkins, guys, I'm sorry, not to take away from what Chris Russell just did, but Nugent Hopkins, a fantastic effort there to get that power play goal, and now here we roll. Oh. Here's the thing, Andrew. Technically speaking, given that Draisaitl and given that cross-check in front by Radulov that led to the goal for us, technically speaking, that's probably a penalty on Russell. Problem is, the refs evened it up and went back to playing normal hockey, right? You don't call the ticky-tacky stuff. And I'm sorry, this time of year, that's ticky-tacky stuff if you call that penalty on Russell. So that's exactly. Imagine the fans wanting a penalty on that play. I can understand where they're coming from. Problem is, doesn't work that way. Sorry, we evened it up. We're good. Oilers got the goal. Dallas couldn't. Sucks to suck. You don't just get more free penalties handed to you. So there we go. That's all I'm saying. Someone needs to give Perry an attitude adjustment, preferably over the boards. We could take it. We could take it. And Matt, what are we doing? Here we go. Shots 29 for Dallas. Yet we score. You know, Mikko has to be the game star. Well, Robert, well, hold on. Mikko's actually. Here's the problem. Mikko's given up 25 saves already tonight. So he's actually technically still good for 2 goals tonight. And that save percentage is well above 900, which is the nutty part. The Oilers getting outshot 3-1. Is what it is. I've already discussed my feelings on that. We'll hope. We'll find out. We'll see. And leadership goal, Mick, you're saying? That's just Nuge playing Nuge's strengths, quite honestly. Quite honestly. Andrew? Like I'm saying, I don't think that plays a penalty, but you start calling ticky-tacky stuff and suddenly that becomes a penalty because somebody hit the ice. Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid somebody hits the ice. That's all I'm saying. But thankfully the refs aren't getting it going. Highest points per game. My goodness. 3 of the top 5 are on the Oilers. That is a little nuts. We need some insurance goals. Well, Jason, now did we just open the floodgates or did we do just enough to survive? That's going to be the question. That's going to be the question. Here we go. Athanasiou back. Ooh, look at Athanasiou. Look at that speed coming in. Wow. Okay, there you go, guys. Like, anybody that's... by the way, Nuge's 20th goal of the season. I don't think that's talked about at all in the chat yet. And Nurse and Draisaitl get points. So give Draisaitl 108 points on the season. That's exactly. I'm definitely not arguing that. 11:39 to go in this period. Oof. I thought that was back in the net for a second. You guys would have lit up though. And Terry, yes, Johnny Boychuk took a skate to the eye nose area. We're hoping the best for him because that is never a good injury to see. That is for sure. Now Zach oh man, you'd love to see Zach Kassian just ride that guy right over the boards right there. Just play a little reckless. Worst case in that scenario, it's not a hitting from behind. Somebody just comes, fights you, and you sit in the box for 5 minutes. The best part about that was Zach Kassian. So Jason, you're saying we need at least 2 more goals? Absolutely. We do. And Nuge would be the leading point scorer on Dallas and Calgary. Let me tell you, not nuts that Nuge is the leading point getter for Calgary, and they got a Johnny Gaudreau. Realistically, who's better, Johnny Gaudreau or Ryan Nugent-Hopkins? Johnny Gaudreau's a first-line player, so technically, yes, he should be better. But when Nuge has got more points on his second-line role, it's talking. Or are we talking Nuge plays with Draisaitl, so he isn't that good? Oh, I did not just go there. That's an ugly argument to get into. Here we go. Jujhar Khaira. Jujhar Khaira back to the point. Across to Chris Russell. This one's going to go back and blocked in front. Matt Benning's out there. So Matt Benning's back out there. That's good to see. I guess Chris Russell would have saw a lot of penalty kill time, but it's still weird they didn't use the top power play unit too much. This one too much there. And Matt Benning, he's going to get it going. That one's going to be out. And the reason I say who's better between Johnny Gaudreau and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is simply put, it's the same argument you could use as the Draisaitl is only good because of McDavid, right? Essentially, Nuge is only good this year because of Draisaitl. That's what I'm just being a little facetious there. That's all. Obviously, Johnny Gaudreau last year was a very good player. There's no arguing. Calgary got where they were because he was good. But this year, a little bit different story. Let's look at Nuge making that pass there to Draisaitl. And that's one thing that's getting very underrated about Nuge all of a sudden is those passes are just absolutely tape to tape, looking solid, making its way there. And even if it isn't tape to tape, it still finds the man along the way. This is getting good. Is Ethan Bear? That's one thing. I think, honestly. That's right, Mo. I'm getting you guys all stirred up just so that I can tell you to settle down. Actually, no. I'm getting you all stirred up so Tim can tell you to settle down. Tim lives for that. 8:54 to go. The Oilers need to settle down and just get some passes on the tape and get back into the offensive zone here. They're reaching a little bit here, but this top line's been out there a while, so they need to go for a line change, and that's one thing. Here we go. That one going to be up and out of play. But Andrew, I guess technically speaking, a lot of Nuge's point production last year was due to the power play, so I could argue that point, but it is a little bit moot. But I think Nuge had a pretty good season last year too. That said, Mooby, who scored? It was Mr. RNH. Andrew's already got it. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Let's not wish too much on RNH. He needs a new contract soon. It's going to cost if he keeps playing this way. Hey, Nuge is a team guy, right? Nuge is a team guy. That's what I'm hoping. Nuge will be a team guy, but end of the day, we've seen what some of those team guys end up taking their team for once in a while. Rather pay him. Yeah, that's true, Robert. I'd rather pay. That was my argument. I'd rather pay Nuge instead of Nurse, but they decided to pay Nurse, so we'll find out. But end of the day, I think what happens is James Neal finds himself a new team this offseason. That's kind of what's happening here. Is I think James Neal, the cap space the Oilers are looking to create comes from finding James Neal a brand new team this offseason. That's it. That's all. I think that's my feelings exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2-0 for the Cold Lake Ice. Early on Lac La Biche, halfway through the first period, 51 people watching that live stream. So for once, not calling you guys out because trust me, I know how this works. It's not Cold Lake. Nobody else is live streaming the game. Meanwhile, there's a million different ways to watch the Oilers game instead of watching on Dolynny TV. But I'm telling you, there's 50 people watching Dolynny TV and there's 50 people watching the Cold Lake Ice second round playoff series. against Laklabish. So that's solid all the way around. No complaints there. Nuge has played with bums his entire career. Only this year he gets a few decent linemen. That is true. Look at Mike Smith back in the day. My goodness, that was some gorgeous blonde hair. I could wish I still had that blonde hair. And Mike Smith scoring the goalie goal. Oh man, what is wrong with that white balance? Talk about white balance right there. That was ugly. And yes, that is the thing. The cap should actually, Tim, if I'm not mistaken, the cap should move up next season, like big time, because Seattle will come in. And here's the thing, Robert, I think you bring up an interesting point when it comes to Draisaitl and Nuge's contract. I think that's exactly. You give Nuge $8 million. Keep Dry at 8.5. Give Nuge 8. $8 million is in a good range. But I mean, if we get him for 7, the cheaper we get Nuge, the better off we are. And the only saving grace is hopefully Nuge is smart enough to realize the Toronto model doesn't work, paying 5 guys $80 billion each, and he takes a good contract. That's kind of the saving grace that we know Nuge might do that. Here we go. The Oilers in the offense zone. Top line's kind of been quiet tonight. Everybody has been quiet, technically speaking, but haven't seen much of Josh Archibald. Realistically doing Josh Archibald things tonight, so we'd like to see that. Get this going. He's going to fire that shot in. And now that's going to allow McDavid to wheel around the side of... Oh, man. McDavid was going for that second goal. But he just wheeled right around and got tied up last second in the high slot. This one up. Beautiful outlet pass. McDavid in on the chase. Look at this. We are getting it going. Can't do that. Ooh, the power play coming back. Wait. Robert, hold on. I got to watch this. I do not believe Robert right now. I'm going to... Like, obviously, if you know me, you're going to understand why. But, like, straight up, I do not believe what Robert just said. I'm sorry. What? Come again. They called that? They literally called that. Where'd we hire these refs? Where did we hire these refs? Because, I'm sorry, any other given night, that is not a penalty against McDavid. That is not nowhere in the history of the NHL has Connor McDavid ever gotten that call. I'm sorry. That they don't call that for Connor McDavid. And I was complaining about that today. So here we go. This is a must score on the power play because that's a gift. And I'm not saying that's not a penalty because 100% yes, that's a penalty. Problem is they never call it. So here we go. Gift ourselves a goal and let's win a hockey game right here. 2-0 against Dallas would be solid to me. There's going to be the bumper and they're actually going to get McDavid in the shot. Oh, man, McDavid ripping that shot. He wants this power play goal. Would not be surprised if the chat lights up with goals for McDavid right now. Because this is going. And another PP empty netter. What? Extra power play. Huh? 5-on-3 upcoming? I mean, we'll take it. That's for sure. We got minute 23 to go, and what's oh. Yeah, that's an ugly one. That's ugly. Decker plays that. And Tim, which one are you talking about? The first one or the second one? That's... I think here's the problem. Oh. Yeah, technically speaking, for the amount of physical contact there, that's a weak call. Because, I don't know. It's just a scary play. That's all it comes down to. All it comes down to is it's a scary play. Oh, chase on Greason for it. But we got ourselves a 5-on-3 advantage. We're going to get this going. The building's shaking. And Joseph, I'm going to leave you up to Tim on that one. I'll let him use his discretion there. He's got the wrench for a reason. Come on, boys. Let's get 2 here. You know what? Honestly, just work Dallas in their own zone. Work them down. Beat them down. Because you know what? Their best defenders are going to be on the ice for this penalty kill more than likely, and that means all you got to do is jam it home and get going. But it's good. It's good. The Oilers suddenly have 10 shots on net, so we've run up 4 shots on the last 2. So we've outshot the Dallas Stars 4-2 since it was 23-6. That's a stat. Here we go. The Oilers still no shot. That's a nice shot by Darnell Nurse. Can't get it through. James Neal. Oof. Connor McDavid couldn't get that to settle on the stick. That's tough. That's tough. Real tough. Here we go. Darnell Nurse. He'll regroup that. You know what? This has not been as brutal as I thought it was going to be. As Connor McDavid's going to drive that. Drives that backhanded. And now Hugh Doman's trying to draw a penalty. And man, Dallas is... Oh man, the Dallas fans are livid. Dallas fans are livid. And I think it's only a couple of minutes away from Dallas Stars fans talking about the Oilers being gifted playoff hockey. That's what I'm starting to feel right here. So look at how many fans are up in arms right now as here we go. McDavid across. See, the problem is, oh, man, that was a beauty of a play. I was not expecting that. I was expecting Draisaitl to rip that, and now here we go. Everybody's scrumming in, and this is going to get ugly. This is going to get pretty ugly pretty quick. David getting it getting thrown around. Wow. Yeah, McDavid walks that one in. That's a tough one. I think that's the other side too, is the Oilers wait so long to direct the puck at Chase on. He doesn't have a chance to make a play. That's the frustrating part. I think he'd be frustrated by it, but what do you do? You're a fourth line guy on the power play with three superstars and Darnell Nurse, I guess. Well, way late to be getting the second power play unit out there too. And Isaac, you have the SAT test tomorrow, but you can't stop watching this game. Well, do both at the same time. Credit where credit is due. Good PK by Dallas. Yeah, they did a good job. And you know what? They've done a solid job on the power play and the penalty kill tonight. Like Dallas whipped that puck around on that last power play. Absolutely great. But we're good. We have battle refs at points. Enjoy it while we got it. That's what I'm saying. Straight up, Dallas is thinking somehow the NHL is cheating them out of this game. Here we go. 8 minutes to go. All right. All right. You know what? This ain't bad. Wasn't bad there in that first period. Ain't bad now. How many people watching that Cold Lake Ice game right now? 57. Guys. 57 people watching the Cold Lake Ice game right now. We only have 54 people watching our live stream. Tough numbers. Very good numbers, though. Quite appreciating them, actually. Here we go. Now 61 people watching the Cold Lake Ice game. My goodness. They're raking it in tonight. You guys want to know how many views the Cold Lake Ice live stream has? We're on commercial break, by the way. If you're just tuning in, you're wondering what's this goof talking about. I was talking about my boys up in Cold Lake right now. So, also, big thing is we're up to 53 people in the chat. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, let's do it. Because last night we crossed 7,600. We're already at 7,610 here on Dolynny TV. Join the community, get in the comments, discuss. And big thing is, we can push for 8,000 by the end of the month if we go crazy enough. That is for sure. Let me get this going. So far, we've had 281 views on the first hour of the live stream, so that's pretty good. And now we're back to hockey here in a second. Let me flip this over. And Cold Lake Ice TV. And they are up to, oh my goodness, Cold Lake Ice TV had 135 views in their first half hour of the live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, they're having a good going. Futures are overrated. Well, let me tell you, I wish I would have worked a little harder for my future, because the problem is, the only thing I wish I would have worked harder for my future is just having work ethic. And that's one thing school should teach you, is how to have a work ethic, but the problem for me is I found the way to be lazy as possible and get the job done. That's my problem. So, slowly learning work ethic at this point, right? 23 years old, learning work ethic. It comes with time, but quite a leaps and bounds over where I was about a year ago, that's for sure. Here we go. 4:04. The Montreal Canadiens defeat the New York Islanders. Sorry, Tim, they didn't collapse. 6-2. 7-3 the Pens. We got some lopsided games here tonight and last night, of course. 2-1 Boston over Tampa. That's the game of the night outside of our game. 3-1 Winnipeg over the Sabres. That's not a good result. 2-0 Minnesota. That's a perfect result. Oilers in on the attack right now. 2-1 Chicago. That's, end of the day, it is what it is. And 0-0 between the Knights and New Jersey Devils. There's a big shot save by Hudobin. Leafs and Sharks to get underway in about half an hour's time. And Tin, I was a sports broadcaster for about 2 years. I was a sports broadcaster up in Cold Lake. I covered the Cold Lake Ice. That's why I'd be doing it, right? And Andrew, yeah, that's the fair fact. They really loaded this March schedule for the Oilers. Work smarter, not harder. Well, problem is I should have worked a little harder to get a little bit better opportunities, but you know what? At the end of the day, I lucked into the greatest opportunity of my life, and I can't complain. That's going to be a penalty for hooking to the Oilers. And that's it. That's all. Will I live stream trade deadline next year, James? You do not want me to live stream the trade deadline. Trust me, it's much better that I do the videos. Much better that I do the videos. Here we go. Are the refs getting a little ticky-tacky calling? Yeah, that's all she comes down to. I don't know what the refs are doing tonight. It is what it is. Tim, I think you've got a pretty good radar on back-to-back garbage calls. The Oilers got one. Now hopefully Dallas doesn't cash in. That's all it takes right here. That puck goes almost out of play. That's what they're calling tonight, guys. That's why Andrew and I had that debate about the Chris Russell possible penalty, because they're calling stuff wacky tonight. Like I said, that's all I'm saying. That puck goes wide. I don't know what's going on here. I was so sad that I got sick because I could have went to the Oilers, see the Oilers play the Kings. Weston? That's unfortunate, my man. That's really unfortunate. Hopefully you recover quick and you can get to a hockey game pretty soon. As these Oilers. How about this? You know what? Dallas showed a strong penalty kill. Oilers are doing just all right on the penalty kill too. Oilers only get no shot 2-1 right now. So we're doing good. And Mikko's having a night. Mikko is having a night and you like to see it. Hot Take Hockey gained over 1,700 subs in 3 hours. Absolutely, he did. But see, that's the thing. The trade deadline is more of an NHL channel geared thing, right? I'm an Oilers channel. I better have the first video on an Oilers trade when it goes up. That's for sure. And TSN or Sportsnet for trade deadline coverage, TSN all the way. 100%, I'm a pretty hardcore Sportsnet guy, but TSN all the way for trade deadline coverage. And again, guys, you know the story from this year's trade deadline. Big shout out to Troy for being an absolute legend, taking the day off school. And we're not talking just like regular school. We're talking college, getting that degree going and taking the day off school and hanging out with me at his house to watch trade deadline day and letting me use his Wi-Fi for YouTube. Dude's a living legend. Can't complain about that day. That was a pretty rock star day. Here we go. And the AHL transactions. Well, you know what? I didn't really get too much into the AHL transactions because I was already late getting to the Joel Persson coverage, but that was a crazy day. However, can I get back to the game? I probably can't because I'm way too distractible tonight, but that said, I can't even get what's in my eye out of my eye. But the Oilers, an effective penalty kill. Very effective penalty kill. 13 seconds to go. And Mikko Koskinen doesn't even have to make a save the rest of the way home by the looks of it. 7-6, 5-3-2. That shot blocked. Chris Russell diving to make that play. And 57 seconds to go. Athanasiou out of the box at the right time. Athanasiou stonewalled by Hudobin. But that's the Oilers' 15th shot of the game. That's going to take us through a second period, which, I mean, got a little ticky-tacky, absolutely. But what do you do, right? This was a fantastic goal. This is a fantastic goal. This second period, life picked up, and that was good to see. As here we go. Where are we talking the vicious hits there, Andrew? As, oof, Darnell Nurse into the back end of the boards. Darnell Nurse clubs himself out. Okay, that's all right. And 1-0 Edmonton after the end of the second period. We're going to take it. Arsenal just got to get in on net here. Big save. There we go. Keep getting those shots late in the period. We aren't going to complain about that. Lake Como, big save by Koskinen. We're good. Another big save. Mint, shot number 30. The Dallas Stars have 30 shots through the first 2 periods of hockey. That's a little bit of a crazy stat. But again, Tim, I think you really like saying it. Ugly wins happen. And look at this. Anton Hudobin, all posture right there. Big save. Minnesota 3-0 on Nashville. Oilers killed Nashville Spirit last night, no doubt. Nashville could just drop out of the playoff race after that game. But hopefully it's not the sentiment of the town being killed a little bit. So right now, guys, what I want us to do, I'm going to copy over the old YouTube link to the Cold Lake Ice stream. Let's go watch. Alright, so I just put a link in the chat. If you want to watch Junior B hockey, click that link. It's 5-1 for Cold Lake in the first period of the game. It's pretty packed in there. Actually, for a Junior B game on a Tuesday night, it's pretty packed at Imperial Place. 5-1 for the Cold Lake Ice. So let's get everybody in the chat. And my goodness, what is going on tonight? So everybody hop in the chat, get the link, and let's get over to the Cold Lake Ice stream. A 5-1 game, 2:14 to go. 5-1 Cold Lake. Absolutely bonkers to see that, considering what's happened for the Cold Lake Ice the past few games. Tonight's a big night. They're doing a cancer fundraiser at the arena, and it's been looking good so far for sure. The Oilers doing a fantastic job, winning 1-0 against the Dallas Stars, and then Cold Lake winning 5-1 as well. And actually, if there is play-by-play, there should be play-by-play. Yeah, there is play-by-play, so you can listen to my replacement, or the heir to the throne, whatever you want to say, Carter Simpson, the man who ascended to the throne, I guess. The throne being the Cold Lake Ice play-by-play job. Carter Simpson got you the call. The Ice are on fire. But fantastic so far. That side of the rink's that much lit up. That's pretty crazy. Honestly, I know on the other side of the rink that you can see on camera, that is never that full. So Laklabish, while traveling tonight, that's usually the away side of the rink. Guys, alright, everybody, if you're tuned into that, you stay tuned into that. What I'm going to do is break down the second period for the Oilers, and then I'm going to take a bathroom break and we're going to get going. So, what do we need to break down in that second period? How about some ticky-tacky penalties? The ref's pretty much calling any physical play. There is no physical contact, ladies and gentlemen. You look at a guy the wrong way, you're going to the box for 2 minutes for an unsportsmanlike tonight, alright? That's just where we're at going into the third period. Don't open your mouth. Don't tie your skates. Don't do anything, because it's going to be 2 minutes in the box, alright? That's just where it is. Now, this said, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins gets his 20th on a power play. Just saying. And, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins from Darnell Nurse, who racks up assist number 25. Like, Darnell Nurse had how many points in the past 2 games? And Leon Draisaitl's 65th assist of the season. .108. He has 43 goals and 65 assists. Guy needs to score 2 more tonight, stay in that goal-scoring race, and get it going. Now, 31-16 the shots on goal for the Stars. 13-12 the hits. Somehow, the Oilers are getting the job done. 26-12. And somebody give that man a 2-minute minor there, Sam. Somebody give that man a 2-minute minor. 8-6 the minutes of penalties for the Dallas Stars. 14-10 the giveaways for the Oilers. And here's the problem. You know what? Realistically, Andrew, I know I was fighting you on that, but I get where you're coming from. Is simply put, the takeaways, yeah, you know what? The Oilers trailing in that category by 6 and leading giveaways by 4. So the Dallas Stars in the giveaways, takeaways category, a +10 tonight. That's an ugly number. That's a really ugly number. As what else do we got going on here? We've got 10 block shots for the Oilers and 4 for the Stars. Oilers 1 for 4 on the penalties. And please just don't even look at the penalty sheet, because it's just a disaster. I'll just go over to ice time instead. I'm not going to tell you what Mikko Koskinen's been doing, because we'll just talk about that post game, hopefully. Josh Archibald's played 8:41 on the top line, so he's had a quiet night. Athanasiou's had 6:24, had that beautiful breakaway, but he touched McDavid. Well, Corey Perry can't touch McDavid. He gets penalties. That's what happens. Ethan Bears played 16 minutes and 15 seconds. Matt Benning only 5:02 tonight. Alex Chase on 7:52. Leon Draisaitl 17:33. Tyler Ennis 6:11. Caleb Jones 8:03. Zach Kassian 7:57. Jujhar Khaira 7:07. So think about that. Jujhar Khaira has played more than Tyler Ennis tonight. Penalty kills, obviously, but still, that's a stat that jumps out at me. Adam Larson 12:27. Connor McDavid 15:34 tonight. And then you've got James Neal 6:34. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins 15:22. Darnell Nurse 22:09. So Darnell Nurse now officially on pace for 33 minutes of ice time tonight. Absolutely insane. And hopefully, we haven't said he's gone to a knee yet tonight, so we'll keep on that. 10:10 for Chris Russell, Riley Sheehan 9:46, and Kyler Yamamoto 8 minutes and 53 seconds. So it's been a quiet night all around for our boys, that's for sure. 5-2 Cold Lake at the end of second. My goodness, all right. That's the way she ends. Now, this said, Dallas working us, but we were fortunate to have the lead. Koskinen is beast tonight. I don't know. That second period was a lot more even than I think we'd give it credit for. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Cold Lake Ice game has just went to intermission. That's good news. They're on intermission with 5-2 lead. Now, good game so far, Mark. Absolutely has been. You know what? No complaints realistically. As boring in the first period. I think that's the thing. I think that's what I was trying to get to, is just simply say how boring it was in the first period, and I couldn't come out and say it. I couldn't spit out the words if they came to me, kind of deal. Darnell Nurse being interviewed by Gene Principe, as you ask right now, Mark. Darnell Nurse trying to finish him off there in the third period. That's the news from him, wearing the A. Yes. Darnell Nurse, the beautiful backhand. Look at that. Shake a man off, and that allows Nugent Hopkins to get wide open. Wide open. That was absolutely nuts. Mark, appreciate that. I hope you stick around for the videos, because the videos are the better part. You think the streams are the good part? No. The videos are the good part about Dolynny TV. So let me get to this. So what do we got? Sioux Falls Canaries. They're playing. All right. Let me see what the Edmonton Oilers have tweeted. What photo am I stealing tonight? As Mikko Koskinen, and this doubles as an end of period Mikko Koskinen appreciation tweet. All right, that's what you got. Yeah, I don't know. Game on, Dallas Stars, Oilers. Let's just see some commentary from Twitter. I like getting you guys that once in a while, as we'll get this going. Commentary from Twitter says, wonder if the Oilers have enough left in the tank to hang on to the lead in the third period. Well, emphatic. You better be emphatical that they do. Does Darnell... What? Okay, we won't read that one. Athanasiou has the losing team-itis, where he stands around and watches the play, then gets the puck and tries to do everything all at once. Shades of the... Oh my goodness, guys. Literally, seriously, Athanasiou has played how many games for us and hasn't integrated into the system? That's brutal. Austin Saint with 2, Stabler, McCormick, and Brunette with the others. Cold Lake Ice up 5-2 after the first period of play. That's a crazy game. Now, that said, you know what? 41 people on intermission. Guys, appreciate you tuning over there, because that is the other side of me that not too many people know enough. And yeah, Gene congratulating Darnell for leading the power play. Well, I don't know. We did score. That's the only problem, right? And what do we got going on here? We've got Tough Cuff. Welcome in. Let's go. Absolutely. And Xander, welcome in as well. Nice of you to join us here for the third period, hopefully. And has Neil ruined the chemistry going on? I don't think so. I think, guys, again, it's just the back half of back-to-back, right? And realistically, for us to lead 1-0, we're good. Fun fact, Keith Gretzky was the coach of the Bakersfield Fog. This is a stat I did not know. This is something I did not know. I did not know Keith Gretzky ever coached at the ECHL level. Would that have been? What was the Bakersfield Fog? Were they ECHL, Sam, or were they IHL? I couldn't tell you. And Xander Koskinen is a good goalie. Yeah, he's been solid so far tonight. And you know what? That's exactly what you expect. As soon as Mike Smith gets named number one, according to the media, Michael Koskinen comes out and lights the game on fire. 10 of the 14 games in March are home games. While most teams would like that, we do way better away, it seems. Well, Robert, good time to... How did the Oilers word it? Hold on. Let me get this for you because this is pretty crazy. Let me get this for you because the Oilers had a pretty crazy tweet about it today. Let's keep the things rolling. Neil returns. Pre-game interviews. Neil's back. Draisaitl has 10 points. Nope, that's not what I want. I want simple fact. Hold on, let me scroll down here. Sportsnet stat. Combined 10 points. Oilers forward. Leon Draisaitl. Sportsnet stat. Winner, winner, chicken. Where's the tweet? I saw it. It's something where the Oilers are pretty much encouraging you to come to the arena and just go crazy. That's essentially what they're going with, and that's we don't really talk about that in here, so we're just gonna thank you. Here we go. Nuge 93, Nuge getting it done. Absolutely. Nuge 93 getting in here. 14 remaining games. That's kind of... We should have 15 remaining games. Yeah, we have 15 remaining games, Robert, because we have the one in April against the Calgary Flames on the 4th. Do we bring back Smith next year? Guy's playing like he's 25 years old, but who knows if he plays like that next year. Mitch, I think I've had several discussions on this, and again, I think playoffs, you just let playoffs determine that, right? Mike Smith has a lot of bonuses to be deserved, so it's just that. And WCHL, okay, WCHL. I think I've seen some video of that league. I'm not sure. And James, Dave Tippett won MVP of last night's game just simply by calling that timeout. That's for sure. If we do, it'll be 1 year. Absolutely, Jason, it will be. And Smith was about 830 this season at one point, but he did win games. That is true. That's true. Okay, he's specified month of March. Sorry, Robert. I missed things. And who's Jessica Bromley? Teacher? Or what? Smith is a good fighter. Yeah, Smith is a good fighter. That is for sure. Here we go. Bakersfield Fog. All right. Sam just sent me some stats here. Similar teams. Bakersfield Oilers. Bakersfield Army Flyers. Bakersfield Colonels. Bakersfield Flyers. Bakersfield Los Angeles Bruins. I guess that's something. Bakersfield Oilers again in 94-95. Bakersfield Fog. Bakersfield Condors. Bakersfield Condors. Bakersfield Junior Condors in the WSHL. What a joke. And then you've got the Bakersfield Condors 2015 to 2020 at the AHL level. That's sirree. That's for sure. And as we're going to get some stuff going, the West Coast Hockey League, minor professional from 1995 to 98, they were pretty much a terrible team. They were literally a terrible team. My goodness. 24 wins, 29 losses the first year. 33 wins, 26 losses the next year in 64 games, so that's not bad. And then 22 wins and 37 losses in 64 games the next year. Oh my goodness, they were ugly. And Keith Gretzky was the coach. Okay. Wow, alright. And somehow they were in the playoffs the next year. Who knew? That is ugly. I love how he builds healthy competition for playing time, brings the best over his players, especially Smith and Koskinen, absolutely. The guy, Craig Simpson? Craig Simpson or Craig McTavish? Mark, which one? Guys, I'm just going to take a quick break. Just going to head out for the bathroom break, and I'll be right back before this period starts. Catch you in a few seconds. Let me get this for you off the screen. Bingo. All right, Nick, you're saying Tippett has an outside shot to win the Jack Adams at this point. He has a pretty good inside shot, I'd be saying, quite honestly. Winnipeg coach deserves sainthood for putting up with the DH issues. Which DH issues? DB issue? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not sure. And Smith's good backup, showing Koskinen how to be an NHL caliber. So far, it's working. Kosk way better than last year. Well, Koskinen came in way better than last year. The first preseason game was rough, and then all of a sudden that glove came to life, and my goodness, we got scary. I think they'll renew Smith for a year. Robert, you think? I don't know. And Dedaholic, you'd protect Koskinen and leave Smith go to expansion if he gets picked up. Seattle might not want an older goalie. Dedaholic, here's the thing. Smith won't even be a member of the Oilers when the expansion draft happens. That's probably the thing. He'll be a UFA, I guess, if we re-sign him, but I don't think we'd get him. Smith will be 39 at the end of the next year. Yes, it is getting crazy how old Mike Smith is getting. He's been around. The dude has been in the league a long time. That is for sure. There we go. All right. Yeah. Whew. Just feels good to take a little bit of a break there. Read the chat quickly. We'll get this going. So on the intermission, just got to relax at some point, right? That's the key. We got to relax at some point. We got to break that 60 barrier tonight. We've topped out at 60 on the talked out on 60 on the stream so far. So let's go get ourselves up there at we're up. We'll be good to go. As what's the score, Moses? It's 1-0 for the Oilers. They are up on the Dallas Stars. 26-12 face-off wins for the Dallas Stars. That's a rough one, but it is what it is. 40 people still watching the Cold Lake Ice stream right now. We're up to 53 as we head into this third period. Ladies and gentlemen, you're ready to go. Here we go. Thank you, Tim. You're doing an excellent job tonight, my friend. You are doing fantastic. Kevin Quinn needs to get Twitter. Kevin Quinn on Twitter would be hilarious. Louis DeBrusque. I don't follow him on Twitter. I gotta follow him on Twitter. Follow everybody else. And get this going. Winnipeg 3-1 on Buffalo. Yeah, that's tough. And look at Mikko Koskinen making those saves. A final for the Jets tonight, so they're in the playoff race once again. Thank goodness we handed it to Nashville last night, and Nashville's getting it handed to them by Minnesota, and hopefully all is right in the world, and we are good, we are gold, we are great. And you know what the best part about tomorrow is going to be? Simply put, I am looking forward so much to tomorrow to just go to work and actually work at the shop. It is going to be a shop day, and it's going to be fan-friggin-tastic, I gotta tell you. Here we go. Let's get this done. 20 minutes, win it or lose it, and that's all it comes down to for the Oilers. Obviously, yeah, there's overtime and stuff, but we're winning this in regulation. We can't afford to lose games in regulation, can't afford to lose games in overtime, can't afford to win games in overtime, can't afford to win games in a shootout or lose them there. So a win in regulation is really all I'm telling you has got to happen. 19:49 to go, it's absolutely. And Marcus, are the Oilers guaranteed playoffs at this point? Far from it. The Oilers still have a long ways to go to make the playoffs quite yet. They got to get that race to 92. At 92, I'll tell you they're guaranteed, and realistically, that would be 12.6 wins away if we can pull this one off tonight, which would be incredible. That the Oilers, only 3 days into March, are 6 wins away from locking up a playoff spot. That'd be something. But unfortunately, the West is not going to be that easily won this year, unless something crazy happens down the stretch. I mean, if the Oilers win all 6 games right now, that would be quite something. Go on an 8-game heater, or a 9-game heater, because they'd win tonight and then go win 6 more games, I guess you could say. All right. 19:22 to go in this period. 8 wins more minimum. Yeah, you know what? I think 6 wins would get you to 92, and you'd have a good chance at the second wildcard spot. Problem is, it's probably just not going to happen. And most single season points for the Oilers since 89-90. Well, Leon Draisaitl got his 108th tonight, so he's tied with Connor McDavid all time in third since the 89-90. Now, thing is, he's got to beat McDavid from last year. That's 8 points away. We'll be good to go. And you said we only needed 10 wins 2 wins ago. Yeah, isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? A bit crazy. Best plan, keep on winning and don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Big old win streak end of the year would be fantastic. Then obviously win one, lose one, win one, just to remember what losing feels like before playoffs, then go and sweep the first round. 100%. If the Oilers get in, I'm down for a first round sweep. Get us some rest time, and then let's see what happens in round number 2. Because guys, I honestly, I don't want just one round. I don't want to go 7 and that be out after 7. I want 2 rounds. That's end of the day, and that's the same thing I wanted with Cold Lake Ice this year. 2 rounds. Give us that chance to get this going. And RNH, yes, RNH scored on the power play. That Kazian acting crazy. I like to see it. 18:47 to go. So guys, we've already killed a minute 13 off this clock. I won't start worrying about how much time is really left in the game in virtue of seconds until we're around the 10-minute mark, and we can start worrying about 600 seconds. But right now, we've got a lot of seconds to get there first, and the Oilers just have to play some offensive zone time and get it going. That is for sure. And you're hoping for 4. No, I need at least 2. And I hope we're having the Canucks in the first round. Yes, I'm hoping we have the Canucks first, Flames second, Colorado third, Toronto in the Cup final. That's, if I have a perfect, like if I have to pick a bracket and the Oilers are in the first round and all 4 of those teams are in there and that's a viable bracket, I'm going with that bracket. Jackal, the score is still 1-0. You can see it right there on your screen. My scoreboard doesn't lie. That scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen, I don't update it. It updates in real time, by the way. If I got any Dolynny TV bobbleheads in the merchandise, like I could wish. I don't even know where you'd go to get a bobblehead made, to be quite honest. Everyone is well aware of Zach and his crazy eyes. Well, I'm hoping they got to make sure of that for sure. And the odds just keep getting better. That's the crazy part, Tim. I think 2 weeks ago, what would we have? Like a 75% chance. Now all of a sudden, here we are sitting in 94, you're saying? Chase on fire and a beauty of a shot. There we go. That's what we like to see. And guys, sorry that I'm a little bit more distracted with the chat tonight. It's just, seriously, it's been one of those games, right? The Oilers started slow. Dallas was working us, and then all of a sudden, Oilers score a goal, and not much else has happened since then. Some ticky-tacky penalties. And there's somehow only 17 minutes and 10 seconds left in this third period, which means the game review is going to be like, I don't know, up at something stupid like 9:30 at this point, which would be just nuts for a 6:30 start, that's for sure. Yeah, so you talk about our playoff chances jumping game by game. It's just nuts to see where the Oilers have kind of trended the past few games, and that's what happens when you win 2 in a row, and realistically you've gone 2-1-1 in your last 4. And I think the game before that was a win as well. So 3-1-1, right, in the last 5. That shot goes high and over top of Mikko Koskinen. And the thing is, I should be watching to say who's having a bad game defensively and stuff. Problem is, we know who's on the ice tonight. It's Darnell Nurse playing 30 minutes tonight. That's what it's going to come down to. So at this point, if I see a turnover, I don't want to, like, I just don't want to curse it. And of course, Jujhar Khaira's out there. I don't. Ooh, Darnell Nurse took a puck to the head. Tough guy. Stood right up after it. Guryanov's like, I got you, buddy. That's not good to see. Darnell Nurse, he's solid. That helmet's solid. Come on, it's Darnell Nurse. He takes fists off those things. He knows he's got to have a good helmet on. 16:29 to go in this third period. Big save there. Blocked into the corner by Koskinen without a stick. See, the best part is we have not yet seen a goal in the chat. Mikko, no stick for a long time, but they cleared it and got it back. Well, that's what I'm just starting to see. Zap, you want to come up? You want to come up, or are you just being fat down there? You're just being fat? Being a fat cat? Enjoying the good life? Oh, no, you're coming up. You're coming up. There you are. There you are. Good girl. Oof. Oof. Being a good kid. Big man, or little man takes him down. All right, let's see Tyler Ennis take down Mr. Jamie Benn. Is this coming up on my TV? Ooh, wow. Oh, oh, oh. Man, I mean, sorry. The reason I'm blown away by that is it's Tyler Ennis against a guy like Jamie Benn. Jamie Benn is one tough customer. But I'm sorry, that's a run me back a replay. And Tim, I think I'm asking the same part as you. Look at this. This. So, hold on. What? Hold on. It wasn't a hit? Oh. Okay. Alright, sorry. I thought that was a hit straight up. Instead, it's a stick that rides Ben into the face. Never mind. That's what we saw. No more talk about bias refereeing. No, we just got away with one. We just got away with one there. Okay. So, sure. That's interesting. So I thought it was a big hit. That's what I saw at first. And that's what everyone was getting it going. But that is what it is. Jeff, every touch is a penalty. Well, tonight every touch has been a penalty. Outside of that, like the penalty they called on Connor McDavid, they never call that, right? The penalty, obviously, they called against, what do you call him? The penalty they called against the guy, Corey Perry on Connor McDavid. That, generally speaking for the Oilers, is not a power play chance. That's the weird part. And then, of course, the penalty they called against the dude who tripped Nurse, that's ticky-tacky. Like, there's been a lot of ticky-tacky stuff. So you're wondering why Dallas wants a penalty on everything, because the Dallas Stars, the Oilers, are getting all those calls for and against tonight, and the refs are just blindly throwing a hockey game together, I guess you could say. And I don't know, man. I think Tim's about to lose it, given the way this game's getting officiated. Tim's not one for whack calls. There we go. All right. Let's see, Marcus here, all for the Canucks. Yeah, I know. So Nuge trips a guy, all right. Nuge tripped a guy, and it wasn't. All right. Then Draisaitl gets tripped. Okay, so, like I said, Nuge got tripped, or Nuge tripped a guy earlier, and then Draisaitl gets tripped, and this one's. I'm sorry, I honestly don't even know what I'm watching, because everything should be a penalty according to how they've called penalties tonight, and nothing's a penalty, and then all of a sudden everything's a penalty, and then nothing's a penalty. I'm still not seeing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? Like, they call that a penalty against Athanasiou, but they don't call the Nuge trip or the Draisaitl trip. You get where I'm going? That's what I'm saying. There is literally, they are just calling one in every four. They're rolling a dice. I don't even get it. I don't even. I can't even. Like, I'm sorry. That's not even on Athanasiou. Right now, anyone who gets a penalty for the rest of the game, unless you spear a guy or whack his head off with your stick somehow, I'm sorry. Couldn't even tell you. Couldn't even tell you. It's not your fault. The refs just, they don't know what's going on. They don't have a clue what's going on. I have no clue what's going on. Dallas goal. Well, sorry. What do you want done? I am blaming that on Athanasiou. 1:30 to go on this penalty kill. Yeah, that's end of the day. But again, okay, hold on. How? I don't know what Bear's doing defending that. He's got his stick in the air instead of having his stick on the ice, but Nuge gets a gift on the power play. Now Dallas gets a gift on the power play. Like, it's going to come down to one of those situations in overtime where the refs call a bad penalty and call a penalty shot, and Jack Eichel scores the winner. That's what this game's going to come down to. And there's nothing to blame Athanasiou on that play, guys. The dude's adjusting. We traded for him. Give him a chance. Like, I mean, you're expecting him to jump into action after playing on the world's worst team for a full season and now play with the Oilers. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. As, yeah, AA would be a lot better off if the reffing was anywhere near consistent tonight. That's all I'm saying. Roughing is a tough job. I just hate when goals are the result of garbage calls. Absolutely. And that's I'm not seriously. I'm not sitting here saying the Dallas Stars are going to win this game because of crap officiating. Because until a moment ago, the Oilers were going to win this game because of crap officiating. So, right, and it's gone both ways tonight. Like, I mean, the Oilers, the refs missed a trip on Nuge, then missed a trip on Draisaitl, then called a trip on Athanasiou. What do you got to do? What do you got to do? I don't know. I don't know. Tough go. 12:52 to go, but here's the thing. If anyone's sitting here kissing this game over, don't I need to remind you that we've got a guy like, guy named who? Guy named what? Play? Here we go. Not double A. Guy named Draisaitl and McDavid. Here we go. Now we're just going to sit here and draw penalties the rest of the game. Yeah, I'm with these Dallas fans, man. I'm with these Dallas fans. They are mass confused right now. This is beyond. Just get a goal and win this one. That's all we need to do. I'd have to just stop. Don't even look at guys. Just skate right by him and just put the puck in the net. At least they know how to call an icing. Let's be serious. But that's the lineman. Wow. Tim, we're in late March. Or we're late in the season. It's March. I think I'm going to lose it. This is getting crazy. Craziness. All right. Anyway. 11:53 to go in the third period. The Oilers just need to put together a good last 720 seconds and get this game won. Keep playing, guys. Let's get Mikko the goal he deserves. Yeah, you know what? Mikko definitely deserves a goal tonight because Mikko, realistically right now, has a better save percentage than Mike Smith did last night. And would it be politically incorrect to send white canes to the refs? Well, tonight, I don't know. And Sahib, you almost have it. It's Dry Moto Hopkins, not Dry Yam. Dry Moto Hopkins. Anyway, I'm stressing out. This one's getting nuts. This one's getting a little nuts too quick for my liking as we're up to 53 people. You guys are watching me absolutely lose my marbles about the refs. If you do not think the reffing is good tonight, please leave a like on the stream. It's now 5-3 between the Cold Lake Ice and the Laklabish Clippers. Laklabish coming back hot. As they never even... Oh, Greg, that's rough. That is rough. Bear gotta get a stick in the lane on that goal. He could have got a stick there. That's what I was saying. I did mention that, White. I think you heard that, but definitely he's got to get something done there. Scott, I don't know what you're commenting, but appreciate you being on here today. And I don't know. I don't think AA is having trouble defending. He just gets called for a penalty every time. And Yamo does not look like Yamo motivated this game. Well, he hasn't had much ice time tonight. That's the other side. That's it. They do not have a lot of ice time. And yeah, that's the other side too, Jared. AA could be playing through an injury just to fill a hole in the lineup. Well, now that Neil's in the lineup, they want to see if Neil's good to go. They could easily see Neil's good to go and put it double A on the IR. We've seen the Oilers do that several times this season, so don't put it past them. Just came back from his texting for a bit, so was out of the chat. All good, White. No worries about it. No worries. I just didn't want to repeat myself too much. Let's hit of the game. And see, this is actually not a bad game to go to overtime and win. Because if we go to overtime, Dallas Stars are in an actual division playoff spot, not a wild card spot. So technically speaking, we're fine and dandy if we give them points because that ensures they get them going. These back-to-back games are brutal. Larry, you're telling me. Back-to-back nights, I gotta be live stream? Woof. Love it. Appreciate you guys, but just a grind. Just an absolute grind. Getting home late, getting on the stream, getting going. But thankfully, I was home at a decent time today. It's just I didn't have the laptop fired up because I had to get some stuff done first off. There's something wrong with his knee. I think he's so fast. Healthy, yeah. I think there is something probably still there, nagging injury, but end of the day, right? Neil out of the lineup, you don't want to have the guy you traded for not in the lineup, and it's probably one of those play-through injuries. And I mean, Connor McDavid's probably still playing through a little bit of soreness in his knee too. So it's that time of year. I guess that's what I should say. It's that time of year. Everybody's playing through injury, so it's gonna happen. Seeing the interference on McDavid, I think he's just fine. I haven't noticed him this period, but I think he's just fine. And we were on the PK there for a while too. Right now we got that second line out there getting it going. We're fine, we're dandy. 35 shots on net for Dallas, 10:40 to go in this third period. Sit back, relax, get gone, and we'll be good. Here we go. But did he get the cover? That's the question. Ooh, there's the on. There's the on. See, this is the thing about Tippett. He has confidence in his players even when they get called for a stupid penalty. And look at this. Athanasiou up the wing. That's what you like to see. Gets the freeze. That's what you can do. That's what you ask out of your third line. Get the freeze on that play, I think. You would like to see some creativity, but from a guy who's had a rough night, get a freeze, and that's not a bad play. Yeah, Leon Draisaitl getting pushed around, so that's... I mean, here's the thing. The problem is when one team focuses on one or the other, that opens up McDavid or Draisaitl. Whoever isn't getting covered, that's what happened for Draisaitl last night, in my opinion. This is going to be good. Yeah, Dallas has always been a pain in our butts. Thankfully, I was way too young to remember watching those games, so that's good. But, yeah, Dallas used to do a lot of damage against the Oilers back in the day. Now, the best memory is Mr. Alex Hemsky in 06-07, was that? Against Dallas? The empty net breakaway goal? Yeah, easy. There you go, UV, just seriously, keep it calm. Ooh, there's a nice strip by Neil, and ooh, good chance, and Hugh Dolman's going to have to freeze that. Good, that's solid. That's solid. 9:44 to go. 36-22, the shots on net. Not bad at all. All right. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? 37 people now watching the Cold Lake Ice stream. What? Everybody tuning out? What the heck? What's everyone tuning out for midway through the second period? Let me see what we got going on here on Dolynny TV tonight. That's the other side. I haven't gotten you too many stats this evening, so let me get you a quick stat here. As we're up to 7,610 subscribers. So if you're new to the chat right now, what I need you to do is consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd appreciate you hitting that subscribe button and joining our little community we got here on Dolynny TV. And then secondarily to that, I'll get you the views for the stream so far. First half hour of the stream, we had 199 views. So far, we've had 283 last hour. And we get this going, 265 this hour. And Greg, I'm going to have to go watch that wait tomorrow, Sean, because they replay that a lot when the Oilers get anywhere close to playoffs. So we got to get that going. And Oilers are winning. Yes. Oilers are not winning. Oilers are tied, but the Oilers are hopefully going to win this game. We'll be good. We're up to 55. Just got to calm down, relax. Didn't grab any water for this period, so if you see me start go quiet a little bit more during the commercials, that would be why. And John Klingberg on the power play, so there's been 2 power play goals in this one. Fair game. Here we go. Darnell Nurse to Mr. Nugent Hopkins. He fires that shot, scores. And then third period, the Dallas Stars getting it going. And there we go. That's something we haven't had going in the chat too much tonight is the goal lights. We got to get those sirens going off because I can tell you a couple sirens in Dallas tonight finish this game off would be all right. Now remember, we were tied in the third period last night and we ended up winning by 5. So don't you worry. 9:37 to go in this third period. I wouldn't even mind overtime. Get a point out of this game. That's points in back-to-back games, back-to-back-to-back games, and we'd be good. Let's go. Let's go win this hockey game. I don't know what's going on with my jaw tonight. 9:17 to go. Oilers just need to get in the offense. And Jeff, Montreal making a push for the playoffs. I wouldn't mind that. Montreal in the playoffs would not be a problem with me. 5 Canadian teams in the playoffs. Whew. Talk about Sportsnet making pretty bank paycheck there. That's why Sportsnet's been making so many cutbacks lately, is they haven't been able to afford it. And don't settle. Hey, I am after that first period, I was totally fine with settling, but 2 points. You know what? I ain't gonna write it off. I'm gonna hope for it. I'm gonna get it done. But look at this, Jujhar Khaira throwing a little bit of physical play. Alex Chason not able to get going, and look at Jujhar Khaira getting in there trying to send the man over the boards. And yes, Nurse has played 27 minutes tonight. He's going to probably play a lot more tonight. San Jose Sharks power play. Zach, thanks for keeping us up to date with Toronto. Although, kind of hoping for the intrigue. Toronto loses that game, quite honestly. Toronto as a wild card cup finalist would be just perfect, facing the Oilers, who take second in the division, first in the what? No, I don't want to go there yet. 8:40 to go in this third period. Mr. Mikko Koskinen, the shot saved. The Oilers aren't going to be able to get a change, but that's okay. 38 shots now for Dallas. 1 goal against for Mikko Koskinen. You want to hear, you know what? The shutout's gone, so I can start talking about Mikko Koskinen's absurd stats. How about Mikko Koskinen? 974 save percentage tonight. That is dumb. That is literally, absolutely one of the stupidest things you could possibly hear tonight. Mikko Koskinen, a 974 save percentage on 38 shots. Wow. All right. You wish it was still 1,000. The Oilers chopping this puck, and how important would a Drymoto Hopkins line goal be right here? Yamo looking in, he's moving that puck and just getting erased from the plays. The young man's a little bit tired tonight, it looks like, and that's fine. But you know what? He's only played a few minutes of this game. He hasn't really had a chance to be a major factor either. Darnell Nurse eating everyone's minutes tonight. Here we go. Big save for Mikko Koskinen. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Spun around, and Mikko making some saves. Big tip. Oh, he's without his stick again. Making it going. Joseph, this is stressful. Welcome to playoff-like hockey. Right? We're pretty much a month away from playoffs. Technically speaking, as of tomorrow, we'll be a month away from the final game of the regular season. And it is crazy. I haven't felt so much stress in a while. You know what? I'm not. Oh, dang it! Dang it! Now I'm feeling it. You guys were doing just fine. I was not feeling any of the stress yet, and now here it comes. You guys just had to mention the word, and all of a sudden now my eyes hurting. Like it feels like blood pressure's boiling in my eye. Like my entire body feels like it weighs about 10 more pounds. Like, oh man, no. Now I'm going to get nervous, and this is not good. This does not make for good television. That's okay. 7:43 to go in this third period. We'll hustle it down. We'll get a big goal, and we'll get this job done. Breathe. That's the key. That's all we have to do is breathe. And I think it's nervous times for the Cold Lake Ice as well, as it's now 5-4 for the Ice over Lac La Biche. 71 people now watching their live stream. Fantastic night for the Cold Lake Ice at home against the Lac La Biche Clippers. A 5-2 lead at one point. Good to go. Here we go. Get you guys an ad, and let's get this rolling here. Rick Bonus on the bench. And Sahib, I've already talked about this. You can be outplayed all game and still win. That's not a thing that doesn't exist. As here we go. Connor McDavid out there for a shift. I don't like seeing this. In HCMA, I took French up till grade 3. That's it. Oh, I took French till grade 3. Here we go. Let's get this going. Oh, Aussie, who are we cheering for? We're cheering for the Oilers tonight. That's what this stream's all about. Welcome to Dolynny TV, your home of Edmonton Oilers game reaction, Edmonton Oilers discussion, Edmonton Oilers post-game reviews, everything. Edmonton Oilers is on Dolynny TV, Aussie, my friend. Third period is a nightmare? I don't know. I think people were a lot more stressed about the first period, to be quite honest with you. Aussie? Yeah, I think the Oilers got this fine. You know what? I'm going to twitch out a little bit here and freak out, but look at that save by Mikko Koskinen. 7 minutes left. 16, 15, 12 shots against Mikko Koskinen. One finally solved him. He's had 42 shots against this game. My goodness. Check that save percentage going through the roof tonight. 7:09 to go in this period. Get this job done, shall we? 7:04, Zach Kassian. Actually, Zach Kassian scoring a huge goal would just be perfect tonight. That's for sure. Zach Kassian could score a big goal. Would be good. Big old. Chris Russell. Well, Chris Russell had a chance to clear it first thing up to Athanasiou, and he fanned on it. Now Sheehan's going to get this going. Go. Kazian. And yeah, that's all the way up the boards and around the other side. That was brutal. And guys, that's like, here's the thing. Everybody's focusing just on AA. Don't focus just on AA. Focus on the entire play, and it's a lot of players. Yes, AA needs to do that, but end of the day, 3 other Oilers need to get that puck out first. Just trying to push it along the boards. I love pushing it deep in the offense zone. Pushing it out just doesn't work. Getting it out. Need some clear eye now. I need a coffee. Here we go. UV. Seriously, we've already discussed this. Keep our heads together, boys. That's the shot. Neil off the boards. You like to see that. And we're literally just trying to fend off this immense pressure. I don't know. James Neal got the shot. We got some stuff going. End of the day. See, you want to panic. Fine, but there's no reason to panic. The Oilers have got this just fine. They've shown they've managed it for pretty much 60 minutes tonight. I would not be panicking. Everybody's been saying the same thing since the first period. And the way everybody's been yelling in the chat tonight, worrying about the Oilers, you'd swear we should be down 5-0, yet we're tied 1-1. Right? Right? I'm good. I'm good. Took a lot of days off school and no one gave me credit for it. What? What did you take a lot of days off school for there, Eric? I was way ahead of you on coffee. Yeah, I should have grabbed a coffee before coming home tonight. We're in a good spot. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, all it takes is a game breaker, and we got 3 of them. Nuge, Dry, McDavid, adding Yamamoto as a solid spare tire. You're good to go. It's all good tonight. Patience, faith, realistic expectations. That's where I think that's what I try to preach here on Dolynny TV, is just, will be what it'll be. It's Cold Lake Ice. Guys, you want to panic. The Cold Lake Ice were up 5-1 at one point, and now they're only up 5-4. If we're going to panic about a hockey game, the Ice lose that game, that puts them at, well, sorry to say, that puts them at a 3-0 disadvantage in the second round series, and that's a problem. So let's not go there, right? Ben, you can feel that, but you're a Stars fan, so I mean, I don't think that counts. And oh, Tim, you were good to leave that. You were good to leave that. I was just stressing that. All right, Ben. Tim deleted your message, but you were good there. You're good to chirp me. I got that. I haven't noticed Ben in the chat before, so we're good there. But maybe we should hope for OT. We can't do anything 5-on-5. All good. You know what? Nor can the Stars, realistically, right? The Stars can't do anything 5-on-5. Their goal is a power play goal as well, right? And of course, Co-Rush. Welcome in. Welcome in. 5:42 to go against the Dallas Stars here in this third period. At this point of the game, nothing less than getting a point will be disappointing. Absolutely. If we lose this one, that's worst case scenario, right? Losing this one in a shootout's worst case scenario. I'll take a loss in overtime, but 2 points is still the main goal. 2 points in overtime is kind of the secondary goal. Rank the tiers, right? Rank the tiers. And UV, you don't say. Like, the Oilers are on the back half of back-to-back. That's what I figured, Ben. That's why as soon as you came in with that, that's all you're good to go. And Shawzy will be screaming when the Oilers score a goal here. 2-1 Boston final, 3-1 Jets final. And we just gotta clutch up. Minnesota 3-1 final over Nashville. That sucks that they couldn't pull out that win for their home fans that are hurting tonight, but that's okay. Dallas doesn't need to win pull out here. Of course, you're hoping the Oilers win. Well, that's good. Some guys we don't see in the chat hoping the Oilers win. San Jose up 1-0 on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Whew, doing it for the lulz tonight. And of course, Las Vegas, we got to get an update on their game right away here. Next whistle, I will get you an update on the Las Vegas Golden Knights game. Oilers versus Blackhawks. That one's kind of semi-important, but again, that's one we just got to win. 4:27 to go, but we have all these losses to hand out. Problem being a Dallas fan, just the chirping gets the chat fired up. Oh, Tim, we can deal with it. We can deal with it there. As long as we know he's a Dallas fan. If he's an Oilers fan saying it, trying to get the chat going, that's a whole other thing. But playoffs are going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be good. Itaza, you're checking in. All right. Well, we haven't seen Brett tonight. Brett must be working hard tonight somewhere out there in the world because We haven't seen Brett WB stop by the chat, and that's also the problem. We didn't see him stop in 10 minutes after the game. And the Oilers, you know what it is? It's tough, right? 3:49 to go in this third period, guys. The Oilers surviving here, and that's the end of the day. I really don't have much to say when the Oilers are just surviving, but we'll take it. We'll get it done. If you're just joining us here on the chat, leave a like on the stream. Let's get some more people in here and get this job done because we're gonna be good. Here's the thing, like you guys just keep passed out together. Brett's had a rough night last night, celebrating that win probably. 8-3 win. Brett rolling in 10 minutes into the first period. Oh man, you can talk about it. You talk about it. And we lost half the draws. So we've lost 66% of the draws. Anyone else watching the Dallas feed? Jeff, I am watching the old Sportsnet feed. I can't watch American feeds. They lull me to sleep. American feeds are terrible. Here we go. Under 4 minutes to go. Let's clutch this up. Let's get the goal lights going. Let's get this going. Hudobin. Of course, the other side too is Hudobin's a very good goalie. Tonight, the Oilers probably a couple of times that James Neal probably that first chance goes in, and it's probably a 2-1 game for the Oilers right now. But don't forget that Mr. Anton Hudobin has a .930 save percentage this year. And Skies, can I show the game? Unfortunately, I cannot. That is for sure. I cannot due to copyright. Here we go. We're getting a penalty. Oh, all right. Our good old terrible calls are back. Terrible calls are back. Sure they are. Where's it coming? Who's it on? What? What? I'm sorry. What? Adam Larson can't believe that. I'm sorry. What? Yeah, Kevin Quinn, the way he delivered that line, literally said he couldn't believe it. Wow, man. Wow, okay. Wow. Wow. There you go, guys. There you go. That is fine. That's fine. We're going to go get a shorthanded goal here and win this game. That's all we're going to be. You guys can have all the least faith in the world you want, but until I see goals in the chat, I ain't concerned. That's ridiculous refereeing tonight, and that's going to be... Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 wait. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's... We don't be doing that. That's, we can call the ref blind, but we don't go there. That's not a Dolynny TV chat thing. Oilers have already killed 30 seconds off this power play, boys, so tell me what you will. This Oilers team came to play tonight. It's not over yet. What did you miss, side draft? Just a whole lot of blind refereeing. These refs have not a clue what they are doing tonight, and it is costed both teams. Yes, it would sound like it's costed only the Oilers, but no, you know what? It cost the Dallas Stars a goal. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins scored on the power play. Dallas scored on the power play. I mean, the Darnell Nurse penalty that called because Dallas tripped him, like that was just dumb. Like, how do you call that? But at the same rate, yeah, it's a scary play, but it's not a penalty. And that's the thing with the Connor McDavid stuff. What do you do, right? Like, it's tough. Here's the thing, guys. Like, you want to talk about worrying about this. Talk about how good the penalty kill's been. How good has the penalty kill been tonight? I know there's 43 seconds left on the clock, but technically speaking, by the time I hit 30 on my clock, Robert will be in the chat saying that the penalty has been killed and we'll be good to go. So, end of the day, you want to talk about how crazy the refereeing's been? How good, how great has the penalty kill been tonight? Barring taking a penalty in the last minute of the hockey game, the Oilers' penalty kill has been the best it has been all season. Yes, one power play goal against, but what are you going to do end of the day, right? You take that many calls against with this weird refereeing we've gotten tonight. What are you going to do? So we're inside a minute left here in the third period, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening, choosing to spend your Edmonton Oilers game with me. That's a big save by Mikko Koskinen. Dallas's 43rd shot on net tonight. And simply put, the list of the penalties is just absolutely bonkers tonight. It's been a mess, and while you want to talk about the Oilers not getting shots, that's why. As Jujhar Khaira, Kyler Yamamoto, Leon Draisaitl, Andres Athanasiou again, and Adam Larsson. Now Athanasiou might have taken one for sure, but secondarily to that, that is nuts. That's what I was saying, Eaton. The fact that they called the penalty on McDavid the second time is pretty crazy. Marcus, OT, not quite yet. Vegas 1-0 on the New Jersey Devils, so we definitely have to go out and get this win tonight, whether it be in regulation or overtime. But right now, 51.3 seconds left in this third period. It's going into OT, and not quite yet. We've got about 46 seconds, which means there's about 17 seconds left in the actual game. The Dallas Stars would be stupid to be content to play this one into overtime, that is for sure. But it looks like that is where we're going. It is the third period, Caden, absolutely. HMC, yeah, we're hoping Edmonton can pull this one off in overtime. Bad ice. Well, you know what? We're not complaining too much about the ice. It just is what it is. 22 seconds to go in this third period. Guys, I'm about 30 seconds behind because of the Sportsnet stream lag they have. So end of the day, what I have to tell you is simply put that overtime, you're going to spoil it for me. I'm not going to be able to react as emphatically unless it's a beautiful goal by Draisaitl or McDavid and I get all fired up. But that said, 11.6 seconds to go here in the third period. We're going to overtime. I like to see this, so I'm going to throw you guys a quick number as we're up to 75 people here in the chat right now. Guys, thank you again for choosing to spend your night with me here on Dolynny TV, and of course the chat as well. Chat appreciates you guys hanging out. 10 seconds to go. The Stars are going to get a block shot, and that is a point for the Oilers tonight. A well-earned, hard-fought point, and that's it. That's all. 1 point bank. Let's go to get the second. That's all it comes down to here in this overtime period. The crazy part about this, ladies and gentlemen, 43 shots for the Dallas Stars. You want some ice time metrics. Here we go. Have no clue come overtime. Yeah, that's Greg. You did. You absolutely did. You did not want to predict overtime, but you did call that it was going to go. The fact the Oilers getting a point out of this game is a gosh darn miracle, Troy says. Ha, Troy, you're telling me based on all the stats, but you know what? The Oilers did enough to survive to earn this point, so that's the other side too. As Darnell Nurse, this is the fact, 30 minutes and 14 seconds time on ice tonight. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl on the ice. Or actually, McDavid's going to take a seat, and they're going to get Draisaitl out there probably with Yamamoto. We got the point. Dallas Stars, Jamie Benn makes it easy in overtime. He won a hockey game against the Oilers when we were at home. I was at that game. The game they just showed, the Dallas Stars overtime goal, Jamie Benn, I was at that game. That was hard to swallow, man. I was out of that rink pretty quick because, well, I had to catch the train and get up to Cold Lake for a Cold Lake Junior B ice game to call the third period, quite honestly. The Oilers are 3-6 in overtime. The fact that the Dallas Stars have 9 wins in overtime is absolutely out to lunch. Like, my goodness, you play that many tight contests, you're going overtime that much. They have 11 wins in the extra frames. That is just nuts. Regan, you're going for the Dallas Stars. Well, good luck tonight. And, well, we haven't realistically played that much overtime this year compared to what it seems like we played last year, quite honestly. And if hey, didn't take that penalty, what are you supposed to do? Guys, if you're new to the chat right now, let's leave a like on the stream if you're enjoying what's going on here in the Oilers game, or if you're enjoying and saying this isn't the worst thing I've ever watched. As simply put, ladies and gentlemen, what I need you to do is get as many people in here as possible for this overtime period. Ben, you're at the Stars game right now. While you sit back, enjoy, tune off your phone. I don't mind you tuning out of the chat because I want you to enjoy this overtime as it unfolds for you. You get to watch Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl in overtime. Absolutely going to be a good game. Here we go. Let's go. Get this going. Connor McDavid in the face-off dot. He's going to get this going. Actually, you know what, Greg? I'm going to take that. I'm going to get this overtime going, and I'm going to call it. I'm not even going to care that I'm 30 seconds behind. The Dallas Stars win face-off. And now my nose is watering. That's not good. Win the face-off. They're going to get the jump on the first attack. Ladies and gentlemen, not paying attention to the chat right now as the Oilers underway here trying to win this hockey game in overtime. Connor McDavid on the ice with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Darnell Nurse. Nugent-Hopkins, he's going to skate this one across. There it is. Got to fight in the Cold Lake ice game. That's a text. Big save by Anton Hudobin, but that's going to be a tripping penalty on the Dallas Stars. We'll come back to the chat here for a minute. Okay. You guys would have been calling that a moment ago. You would have been calling that a moment ago. Here we go. Yeah, power play. There we go. Big OT. Absolutely, John. Big one here for the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins moving his feet. Look at that power play, and what a trip. You know what? That's a one skate trip, but it's going to get going as we've got the power play coming up. And man, okay, that's finally a good game. That's finally a good call by the refs. I know it goes in favor of the Oilers, but still almost leads to a scoring chance for Connor McDavid. So that is what. There's just a fight next to me about the calls. Oh, Ben, you're in it to win it. And the Oilers calling the timeout in overtime. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this timeout. Gut reaction, I don't like this timeout. Simply said because you want to use it when you're tired in overtime, not when you're getting the power play set up. That's all I got to say. Caden, it's our game to win, Oilers. Absolutely. You know what? This is going, and here we go. Get this underway. Alex Chiasson's going to hop around the boards. I don't know why you'd have Alex Chiasson on the ice. Why wouldn't you have Kyler Yamamoto on the ice? Quite honestly, what is wrong with giving Kyler Yamamoto power play time and overtime? I just don't get it, simply put. But if that goal went in by Connor McDavid, that would have been fantastic. Now, this said, the Oilers going to set this one up. Draisaitl, Nuge, and McDavid. They're giving credit to the veteran in Chiasson, I guess is what you could say, as McDavid's going to help win that face-off back to Nugent Hopkins, and here we go. Ooh, that's a bad look. Here we go. Draisaitl going to play this one at the point. Going to go across. McDavid. Shot. Whew. Ooh, big save there by Hudobin. Guys, I know what's happening in the chat. I am paying attention, but I'm going to get this one in real-time reaction kind of deal, as McDavid's going to get this one going. And now, down low. The Oilers turn over that puck. Chase on. Oh, baby! We do not see enough of those shots out of Alex Chiasson. And yes, sirree, that one, my friends, wins the Oilers this hockey game. My goodness, let's go. 2-1 in overtime. And you didn't have faith. You didn't have faith. The Oilers were getting worked. I'm sorry. Guys, you never say it's over till it's over. I think that's kind of what's become the theme of this Oilers season. It's never over till it's over. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a game winner in overtime for the Edmonton Oilers. Guys, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. What happens now is I say goodbye, get the game review going. You got to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for tonight's game review. It's going to be good because of the refereeing. I will catch you in the game review 20 minutes from now. I am up on out of here.